Live from Fenway Park, NESN presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Tonight it's game one of a three-game series between the Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. The Red Sox certainly happy to be home after a long West Coast swing. The Red Sox tonight play the Orioles, and a whole host of things going on today at Fenway Park. First, the Red Sox put Pokey Reese on the disabled list with the ribcage strain, as everyone expected. Now, Nomar Garciaparra gets the night off tonight. That means we'll have a new shortstop. Mark Bellhorn will get the start just the 14th time in his career. He's played 27 games at short between Oakland and Chicago previously. Bill Miller will get the start at second base for a new-look infield tonight for the Red Sox. And tomorrow, they will be able to activate Ricky Gutierrez, who the Red Sox acquired today, for a player to be named later, or cash. That infield will be joining the Red Sox and playing in one of the two games tomorrow. As we welcome in Jerry Remy. Jerry, all kinds of action today and a new-look infield.
Yeah, it really is, and I don't think anybody expected this. Yesterday, Nomar was supposed to have the day off, and because of the injury to Pokey Reese, he had to play, so he's forced out of the lineup tonight. And you got a couple of guys switching positions. Bill Miller's got experience at second base. We saw that last year with the Red Sox. Bellhorn had a couple of starts last year at shortstop. I think one of the reasons they can do this tonight because they have Pedro Martinez pitching. Of course, Pedro, a strikeout pitcher, and maybe there won't be that much activity in the infield. But Terry Francona is very confident they can get the job done. I'll tell you, they come off the road trip kind of battered and bruised, and we're seeing all kind of different lineups, aren't we?
We certainly are, and the Red Sox will be happy to be home tonight. Pedro Martinez will face Karim Garcia for the first time since the playoffs of 2003. It's next on NESN.
Did you know Ford Escape comes jam-packed for just $249 a month? This is a limited allocation of specially equipped and specially priced 2005 XLT Escapes with a powerful and economical V6 engine, a four-wheel drive automatic, power moonroof, AC, and keyless entry. This specially equipped Escape comes with a safety canopy system, all for just $249 a month. Just $249 a month for a well-equipped Escape with a safety canopy system. Only at your New England Ford dealer.
Downtime. Only at Lake Compounds.
Okay, over just a bit, Mom. Good. Now smile.
Splash Harbor. Only at the lake.
Dad! 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 Ready for Zoomerang?
Not just yet, no.
Hi, I'm Shonda Schilling, a melanoma survivor.
And I'm Kurt Schilling. If you're a baseball fan, you probably know a lot about statistics. Here's one you may not know. 1 in 5 children will develop skin cancer.
A person's chance of developing melanoma is directly related to the sun exposure during the first 18 years of life. We want you to know how important it is to stay shaded between noon and 2. Apply sunscreen and wear a hat and sunglasses.
Please teach your kids about sun safety and make sure that you are sunwise also.
Just remember the Shade Foundation motto, limit the sun, not the fun.
I'm out. I guess I win. Funny how a quality beer can turn a bad hand into a winner. Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
Money on your mind? At Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
You've been waiting all year for this moment to arrive. The one and only clearance at your New England Lincoln Mercury dealer. Get model year-end savings on everything, including Grand Marquis, the highest-ranked full-size car in initial quality. Now get no-charge leather seating surfaces, plus 0% APR financing for 60 months, or up to $6,000 cash back. See your New England Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort and Casino, by your New England Jeep dealers, by Dunkin' Donuts, by your New England Ford dealers, by Bernie and Phil's Furniture, and by Southwest Airlines. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park on a beautiful evening in Boston. The Red Sox get ready to take on the Baltimore Orioles. Pedro Martinez has taken the hill, and the Red Sox have taken the field. Let's take a look at the Baltimore Orioles starting lineup, brought to you by Rico. Brian Roberts leads it off at second base. David Newhan is the DH. Melvin Moore at third base. Miguel Tejada, the shortstop. Rafael Palmeiro at first base, with Javi Lopez doing the catching. Kareem Garcia in right field, the newest acquisition for the Orioles. Larry Bigby in left, and Luis Montos in center field bats ninth as the Orioles go up against Pedro Martinez.
Pedro looking for win number 11 on the season. The 3.64 ERA is ninth in the league. Pedro with 120 strikeouts puts him behind Santana of Minnesota and Kurt Schilling. Schilling with 125, Martinez 120. And it's been a rough road for him against the Orioles in 2 starts, a 7.36 ERA. Of course, a lot of that was in his second start against Baltimore when he gave up 7 earned runs in 5 innings. In his career against the Orioles, a record of 8-3. Well, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Lexus. Kevin Youkilis back up from AAA playing third base. Mark Bellhorn gets the start at shortstop. Had a couple there last year for the Cubs. Bill Miller at second base and Kevin Millar at first. Left to right, Manny Ramirez, Johnny Damon, and Gabe Kapler. And Jason Varitek doing the catching for Pedro Martinez.
And the umpires, Jeff Kellogg has the play. Chris Guccione at first base. Doug Eddings at second. And Dan Iasanya is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, Kareem Garcia returning to Fenway Park. Was just traded recently by the New York Mets to the Orioles on Monday, and in his first game as a member of the Orioles, came up with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in against the Kansas City Royals. So he returns to the Orioles organization, which he was with before. Pedro Martinez returning to the mound tonight, and ready to deal with Brian Roberts, the leadoff hitter for the Orioles and second baseman. Very warm temperatures here tonight, 78 degrees with a 6-mile-per-hour wind from the southeast. And the first pitch of the game missing for ball 1. Roberts hitting at .258, 2 home runs and 29 runs batted in.
Remember that last game for Pedro against Anaheim? He came out right from the first inning throwing 92, 93 miles an hour. Reached a high of 95 in that game a few times against the Angels. He was well rested with the All-Star break.
The strike has Martinez ahead 1-2. Brian Roberts in short time 1 for 6 against Pedro, but he does have a home run. And this one chopped foul at the plate. That was really the first time I can remember this season, Jerry, that he's had that kind of velocity that early in any outing.
Yeah, I remember, Don, we were talking to him that day after in the hotel lobby. He said that's the best he felt all season long from the beginning of the game till the end.
Reaching 96 miles per hour in that effort at one point during the game against the Angels, and he strikes out Brian Roberts to begin tonight.
It's a changeup from Pedro to pick up his first strikeout. Now, this Oriole team is the toughest team in the American League to strike out. That's only the 45th time that Roberts has gone down this season.
There's David Newhan, the left-handed hitting designated hitter for the Orioles. Tonight's game is available in high definition on Cox Communication Digital Cable Channel 713. A swing and a miss for Newhan to even the count at 1-1.
He's been quite a story for the Orioles since being picked up. Released by the Texas Rangers. Signed by the Orioles, and all he's done is hit .413.
Joined the Orioles on June 18th and has hit safely in 27 of the 29 games since joining the Orioles. Outside of first and foul down towards the tarp. Newhan signing with the Orioles on June 18th as a free agent. After, as Jerry mentioned, following his release by the Texas Rangers organization that day, the Orioles jumped on it right away. He was playing at AAA Oklahoma City. One hopper to short. Bellhorn's first chance of the night from the shortstop spot, and he takes care of Newhan. Good to get that out of the way, and there's 2 down.
Terry Francona had a little fun with both those guys on the plane last night, returning from the West Coast. He first went to Miller and said, well, you know, it was with Bellhorn and Miller. He says, you're going to be playing second base tomorrow night. So Bellhorn starts laughing. He says, what's so funny? He says, you're playing shortstop. Nomar Garciaparra getting the night off. He was supposed to get yesterday off, but because of the Pokey Reese injury, played shortstop yesterday. Probably will get 1 of the 2 games off tomorrow.
A whole host of things going on here today at Fenway Park, which included, as we talked about in the open, the acquisition of a shortstop by the Red Sox. Ricky Gutierrez, who was doing his business this season at AAA Iowa for the Cubs, was acquired by the Red Sox today for a player to be named later or cash to be determined later, as Pokey Reese went on to the DL today. And the good news is for Pokey Reese that is not a tear, it is a strain, and may take a week or 2 to get him back again, but he does go on the 15-day DL. But it could be worse after the MRI was performed.
Yeah, the problem is, though, Don, it's going to be hard for him to do anything. You know, obviously try to stay in shape, but baseball-wise, throwing would be a problem, swinging the bat's a problem. So the thing's got to heal, and they want to make sure they get him completely healthy.
Melvin Mora carving it foul, and it's still 1-2. Mora beginning the day second in the American League in batting average, only behind Ivan Rodriguez of the Detroit Tigers. Mora recently being activated from the disabled list. And on the DL July 5th with a strained right hamstring. And was activated this past Sunday. Strike 3 call. Second strikeout for Pedro Martinez. Down in order go the O's. We head to the last of the first from Fenway.
Watch them live on ESPN starting August 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern.
If you want to make your home more inviting, you can. You can see a room's style before you ever set foot in it. Only the Home Depot has exclusive styles from Masonite and experts who know them inside and out. You'll find doors you can't find anywhere else. Ones that make statements. Ones that can take what you dish out. And of course, you'll find a guaranteed low price. With Masonite and the Home Depot, you can make an entrance like never before. The Home Depot. You can do it, we can help.
During my course of travel, I came upon a family that had spun out and snapped their axle. I stopped and helped them out. An 18-wheeler hit me. Both my legs were amputated at the scene. From there, I was in the hospital for about 4 months. I heard about Lover, Sheffer, and Harnett through my uncle. You got to get with somebody you can trust, and, you know, the thing about John and Aaron was that they weren't just lawyers, they were like part of my family, and, you know, they were there for
you. This is it.
What is this?
Introducing the full-size 5.6-liter V8 Nissan Armada.
Where are we?
Share the adventure.
Bottom of the first inning back at Fenway Park. And let's take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup brought to you by Dodge. Johnny Damon leads it off in center field. Mark Bellhorn at shortstop. David Ortiz, the DH. Manny Ramirez back in left. Jason Varitek doing the catching. Kevin Youkilis up from Pawtucket at third base. Kevin Millar at first. Bill Miller at second. And Gabe Kapler getting the start in right field. Trod Nixon with the night off, at least to begin the night, as the Red Sox go up against a lefty tonight in Eric Bedard.
Eric Bedard has pitched very well for the Orioles. 3-4 record, but a 3.90 ERA. His last 2 outings, they have not scored in his starts. He's pitched very well in both of those against Kansas City and Tampa Bay. But of course, when your team doesn't score for you, you don't win games. It's that simple. And it's the first time the Red Sox have ever faced Bedard.
25-year-old Bedard from Navan, Ontario, Canada.
Dale Swaim saw him last year pitch in the minor leagues, and he was very, very impressed with him. Good live fastball, he said. Good breaking pitches. Has good control.
A strike and a full count now to Johnny Damon. Bedard, a homegrown Oriole, was a Baltimore 6th-round pick in 1999. And first reached the big leagues with the Orioles in 2002. Johnny Damon beginning the night hitting at .310 with 12 homers and 48 runs batted in. Over the last 62 games, Johnny Damon hitting at .335. Softly grounded foul outside of first base, and we'll do it again.
Well, kind of a rough stretch for the Red Sox. We'll talk about that in a minute. First in defense for the Orioles. Melvin Mora at third base. Miguel Tejada, the shortstop. Brian Robertson second, and Rafael Palmeiro at first. Left to right, Larry Bigby, Luis Matos, and Kareem Garcia. Javi Lopez doing the catching.
3-2 again to Damon, and this time it misses for ball 4. The Red Sox have the lead runner on in the bottom of the first inning. Tonight's game is available in high definition on Comcast Digital Cable Channel 882 in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine, Channel 174 or 381 in Connecticut. Damon at first, Mark Bellhorn standing in.
I mentioned Bedard's control, and at the major league level, he's had some problem with that. That walk there was 44 now in 83 innings. He does have a high total of strikeouts, 72.
Orioles infield a double play depth as Damon gains his lead at first. And Bellhorn takes the strike.
Now we mentioned the tough stretch. Red Sox last night probably getting home, I would say, to their homes 5:30 in the morning, somewhere in that area. Tonight's game, you got the day-nighter tomorrow. The Yankees coming in, then a 2-week road trip. So only home in time to get that cleaning done, and then you're back on the road for a couple of weeks.
Really, the plane last night making very good time as Bellhorn chops it softly down the third baseline. Moore can do nothing with it. And everybody's safe for the Red Sox.
The ball looked like it was starting to spin maybe toward foul territory, but it still was quite away from that line. It's on the grass. It had that spin like it was heading toward foul territory, but I'm not sure it ever would have got there. Melvin Mora comes in to field it, and he's got no chance at all to get either runner at second or first. Yeah, we did make good time last night.
Unbelievable. It was only like 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours from Seattle to Boston.
It's unheard of.
Good tailwinds.
Well, normally that's a flight that takes
a pilot with a heavy foot.
I guess so. If you can go that fast, though, why don't you do it all the time? That's my only question, unless there's less traffic up there.
You had the good tailwinds last night, pushing us back to Boston.
And nevertheless, it still gets home around 5:30. You had an interesting evening last night.
Don't even mention it.
Apparently your high-priced limousine was not there when you arrived.
Just a little faux pas. Forgot to wake up.
Sure he was fired immediately.
No.
The 1-0 misses Ortiz, and it's 2-0.
Thanks to a nice Delta flight attendant, so I was able to hitchhike a ride home. Fortunately, one of the ladies lives in the town next to me, so I didn't have to walk home from Logan, which was a good thing.
Is she going to get the normal $1,000 that you pay your limousine on a regular basis?
Yeah. I'll write that check out next trip.
It's 2-0 to David Ortiz. A swing and a miss. Ortiz with his 26th home run of the season yesterday. One shy of what Manny Ramirez has been able to compile this season for tops in the American League. Manny waiting on deck. 4 RBIs for Ortiz yesterday. His 6th game this season with at least 4 RBIs. And the strike to even the count of 2-2. Ortiz not pleased. The first 2 have reached for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first inning, with Damon at second, Bellhorn at first. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, held onto by Javi Lopez. The first strikeout of the night for Eric Bedard.
Looks like Eric Bedard going to the fastball. Looks like maybe a little cut fastball on the outside corner to pick up the strikeout against Ortiz.
Ortiz started the night at .258 against left-handed pitching. 3 of his 26 home runs against lefties.
There's Manny. With Johnny Damon standing at second base. Bellhorn at first. And the strike from Bedard. Ramirez at .342, 27 homers and 78 runs batted in. His batting average 3rd in the American League to begin the night, behind Ivan Rodriguez and Melvin Mora of these Orioles at .342. And the strike has him down 0-2. He's yet to swing. Bedard grabbing his bearings here after the first 2 reaching. To the count to Ramirez. On and in, and it's 1-2. Bedard spending all of last year in the minor leagues. Spent the season rehabbing after undergoing ligament replacement surgery in his left elbow in 2002 after his brief 2-game stint with the Baltimore Orioles in the big leagues. So last year really a season spent trying to rehab his elbow, and coming back strong this season. And on the hands, and fisted foul off to the right.
Each time the Red Sox win at Fenway Park, Hood donates $1,500 to the Hood Home Team Advantage charity program. The program benefits children's hospitals throughout New England. It's another reason you can feel good about Hood.
1-2 to Manny Ramirez. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Eric Bedard. And he cranks it foul again.
And Bedard not afraid to come inside with that fastball against Ramirez. It's clocked at about 90 miles an hour. But that certainly is a good sign for a young pitcher, especially a left-hander not afraid to come inside against those right-handed hitters, and actually tied up Manny on that swing.
Now field straight away for the Orioles. Infield a double play depth with 1 out and 2 on. Away, and it's 2-2. Manny leading the American League in home runs with 27. Leads the American League in slugging percentage and on-base percentage. And over the last 19 games, he's hit at .382. Away again, and a full count now to Ramirez. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bedard having to throw a lot of first inning pitches. He's thrown 22. Now ready with the 3-2. Runners are off, and Manny fouls it off.
Once again, Bedard coming inside, and again it looked like a cut fastball to Ramirez that Manny's able to foul off.
Johnny Damon walked to begin the inning. Mark Bellhorn reaching on an infield hit. David Ortiz striking out. Now Manny hooked up in a lengthy exchange here with Eric Bedard. A full count, 1 down. Runners off, and Manny strikes out. The throw to third, not covering, was Melvin Mora, and everybody's safe on the double steal. So for whatever reason, Mora falling asleep there at third base, and the Red Sox able to get the theft instead of a strike him out, throw him out double play.
You know, sometimes you wonder, Don, there are a couple of different plays on that. First of all, is it go to second base with the throw? I don't see anybody cutting to second base. The catcher goes to third, and Mora was trying to hold his position. In case of contact from Ramirez, once the swing and miss came, he had no chance to get to third base. So that's a break, because that could have been a strike him out, throw him out to end the inning.
So 2 down and 2 in scoring position now, and a chance for Jason Varitek. Swings at the first pitch, looks at the shallow center, out goes Tejada to run it down. An unbelievable catch by Miguel Tejada in shallow center field to rob the Red Sox at least of a couple of runs right there. We have played one from Fenway, no score.
Here's Bernie and Phil's Suede So Soft microfiber for you.
Do you like stylish good looks?
Do you like furniture that's tough and durable?
That resists wear, fading, and is easy to clean.
Wait until you see the price.
Suede So Soft sofas start at just $5.16.
So, is our microfiber for you?
Come in and see for yourself.
Bernie and Phil, quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
I'm out. I guess I win. Funny how a quality beer can turn a bad hand into a winner. Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
With XM satellite radio.
Find hotel.
Bluetooth wireless technology.
Dial.
And voice-activated navigation.
Do you need directions?
No thanks. I got them.
You are not alone. Introducing the all-new 270 horsepower Acura TL.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hi-ya! Those guys were fast as lightning.
Wherever you're going, you'll feel really good riding with Geico.
Everybody was kung fu
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Back at Fenway, top half of the second inning. So far, thanks to an outstanding play
at the end of this last half inning by Miguel Tejada to rob Jason Varitek and the Red Sox scoring some runs. Tejada at 308, 17 homers and 80 runs batted in. A very slow start to his Oriole career, but he has come on quite well and leads it off here in the second inning.
Miguel Tejada saving 2 runs. What a play. That's one of the best plays you'll see a shortstop make, especially in that situation, to save 2 runs.
Tejada recently going to the All-Star game and winning the home run derby in Houston, setting records for home runs in a round. He had 15 home runs in one of the rounds and ended up hitting 27. To shallow right center field, Bill Miller ducking out. In comes Damon, and Johnny takes charge and takes care of out number 1.
Yeah, Tejada got off to a slow start in that contest down in Houston, but then he really picked it up and hit some bombs in that final round. You get into that groove, boy, like some of those guys get. How about Lance Berkman in that thing? You guys still got jet lag?
I'm barely awake right now. You're not going to ask any more questions, are you?
I'll leave you alone the rest of the night, I promise.
So that's likely all you're going to get in the next few innings. Rafael Palmeiro, 252, 13 homers and 54 runs batted in. All kinds of action here today. We had the grand opening of Rem Dog's dog stand. Am I saying it correctly? I don't think I am.
Barbecue pit.
I have it. Here we go. The Rem Dog's Yawkey Way, which was opened up before the game. The ribbon cutting.
Yeah, we want to thank you for being the MC of that.
It was an impromptu setup, but I appreciate the offer, and I'm glad to have been there. It was very exciting. We had Tom Warner there, Larry Lucchino, and the cutting. Those are some nice scissors.
Actually, we had a lot of fun out there. We had a good crowd, and the food was excellent. So
those are the big dogs. There's a pup dog, right, or something that's smaller.
Yeah, there's a regular smaller one, but that big one, you got to be hungry to eat that.
Yeah, I don't even think I can eat that.
Oh, you can handle that. I'm not supposed to talk to you the rest of this game.
And thanks for the hat too, which is also, is that for sale down there, or is that just for today?
Yeah, hats and t-shirts. Not the same stuff as on the website, but that's strictly Yawkey Way material.
Very nice. Well, thank you for including me today. We had a lot of fun down there, and look forward to seeing you down there every night. To left field, Manny Ramirez moves to his left to make the catch, and there's 2 down. So Pedro has retired the first 5 that he's faced tonight, and that'll bring up Javi Lopez, the catcher. Lopez at 317, 12 homers and 44 runs batted in. Lopez in his first season with the Baltimore Orioles after spending his career as a member of the Atlanta Braves. One of 2 really big pickups during the offseason for the Orioles. Of course, acquiring Miguel Tejada and Javi Lopez. So fouled off at the dish. 1-2. Red Sox tradition meets high definition. Tonight's game is brought to you by the HD experts at Tweeter. Tweeter, just sit back and enjoy. One and 2 to Javi Lopez. 2 down in the second inning. Evens up at 2-2. The next pitch for Pedro Martinez will be the 30th of his outing. Lopez has done remarkably well against Pedro Martinez, including 2 home runs.
Well, the offense for the Orioles has been fine. You know, they've had some trouble at times with men in scoring position. The pitching's been the problem, giving up almost 5 runs a game. The only team with a higher ERA is the Kansas City Royals at 5.08. The Orioles at 4.99.
Lopez strikes out. Third strikeout for Pedro Martinez. He's erased the first 6 he's faced tonight. Inning and a half done, no score.
The weather was so much better yesterday.
A bad day in Florida beats a good day almost anywhere else. Just go to Southwest.com for Southwest Airlines $49 internet specials from the northeast of Florida. Purchased by August 5th.
You're now free to move about the country.
Look up. The Goodyear blimp's in town, and Sullivan Tires celebrates by putting all our Goodyear tires on sale. Like Wranglers for light trucks, Eagles for performance cars, even the revolutionary new Assurance tires. Whatever Goodyears you want, we have them on sale now. But these blimp sale deals are only at Sullivan Tire, and they're only till July 24th.
For the best tire deals, come to Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there.
Here's your light beer.
Miles away from other light beers. Corona Light.
The Nissan Pathfinder, one of the 10 best engines, 10 years running. For close to 20 years, it's been known for its all-around capability. Nissan Pathfinder, its reputation goes a long way. For limited time only, get $3,250 cash back on Pathfinder 4x4s at your Nissan dealers now. $3,250 cash back. That's strength in numbers.
Last half of the second inning, Kevin Youkilis, Kevin Millar, and Bill Miller in the last half of the second inning to face Eric Bedard. Youkilis just called back up from the Pawtucket Red Sox. Kevin at .287, 3 homers, and 19 runs batted in.
Going to be a busy day tomorrow for transactions for the Red Sox. Calling up a pitcher to pitch in game 1. That means another roster move. Somebody will have to leave. You got Gutierrez, who's probably going to be activated for game 2. That means someone else is going to leave. So it's going to be a busy day here at Old Friendly Fenway.
And we'll have both games for you right here on Nesson.
Nothing like a day-night doubleheader, Don. What do you got? You got good 9-10 hours of baseball.
That's right. There's Mark Malaska, who's just called up today. Joe Nelson sent back to Pawtucket as this has popped up down the first base line, and ranging over is Brian Roberts to make the catch in fair ground for the first out of the inning. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Subaru, by LoJack, and by your New England Dodge dealers. Here's Kevin Millar with one away. Millar .269, 5 homers and 25 runs batted in. There's some very high praise I noticed during Tom Werner's speech. He said that he found Bill Cosby and Roseanne and taking credit for Jerry Remy as well.
I think Cos did a little better.
I don't know.
Did pretty well for Tom. I know that.
Did any of the leaders of the free world arrive? I know you were expecting some of them to come as well.
They were coming later.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to get up and do the game.
A strike to Millar, and it's now 3-1. Great crowd on hand here again. Appears to be sold out as always at Fenway Park for the first game of this 3-game series against the Orioles. Fouled off the right side and a full count. Millar over the last 6 games struggling 2 for his last 22. And certainly the power numbers down for Millar in the season. Just 5 homers and 25 RBIs. The Red Sox had the first 2 reach in the first inning. Bedard was able then to strike out Ortiz and Ramirez with 2 on and nobody out in impressive fashion before Jason Varitek would pop out to Tejada on a great running catch out in short left center field. Ball 4 to Millar, and the second walk given up by Bedard tonight.
Time now for the Boston Works job report. Mike Piazza, he sprained his left wrist, so he's going to go on the disabled list, it looks like. And the Mets call up prospect David Wright. Top prospect down at the AAA Norfolk Ball Club. Boston Works every Sunday in the Boston Globe and online at bostonworks.com.
There's Bill Miller. Cranks the first one foul outside of third base. Bill Miller getting the start at second base. For the Red Sox tonight overall 267, 6 homers and 29 runs batted in. He's hit at .283 since returning from the disabled list. And this is his 14th game since coming off the list. Bedard has already thrown 38 pitches. Through an inning and a third. The Orioles coming into tonight's action 9 games under 500. They're 41-50, 16.5 games back of the Yankees. And Lee Mazzilli has come under a little bit of a fire here in his first season as the manager of the Orioles. Taking over for Mike Hargrove. And the pitching coaches were changed since last we saw the Orioles. Mark Wiley had been the pitching coach here, and now Ray Miller returning to the Orioles dugout.
Ray Miller, both the pitching coach and manager in the past for the Orioles, Minnesota, and now back in the dugout as the new pitching coach for the Orioles.
Miller lifts it in the air to center field. Luis Matos is there, and there's 2 down. So 2 away, it'll bring up Gabe Kapler. Kapler 266, 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. The Orioles are 20-26 at home. They're 21-24 on the road. They have the same amount of road victories as the Red Sox.
Gabe Kapler came up big for the Red Sox on this last road trip, in particular in the time when Manny was unavailable to play. Kapler doing a nice job defensively, had a couple of home runs.
Popped up, foul off first base. Rafael Palmeiro will take care of it for out number 3. And the Red Sox are gone in the second. No score at the end of 2.
You think of how accidents occur, how everything happens so fast. Then you think about how you can create anti-roll technology that reacts even faster. You think about that, then you build.
The Volvo XC90, the only SUV equipped with a roll stability control system to help prevent rollover and guided by conscience.
Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
How does your car say the loud?
Top half of the third inning back at Fenway Park, and the return for Karim Garcia to Fenway Park. And certainly we all know it took place last year in Game 3. Pedro throwing behind him. And really this is what precipitated a long list of things that took place after this, with Posada and eventually Don Zimmer. And then later on for Karim Garcia in the Red Sox bullpen even. And what in many ways was an ugly night.
Right fielder, number 47, Karim Garcia.
So Karim Garcia, welcome back to Fenway Park as we expected. Standing in on the left side, ready to face Pedro Martinez. And he grounds the first one foul. Fine start to his Orioles career. 2 for 5 showing against the Kansas City Royals with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in.
Picked up from the Mets on Monday for Mike DeJean. Garcia had spent time on the disabled list with some left wrist tendonitis. Still a total of 7 home runs on the season with the Mets. And a couple since joining the Orioles.
His 6th career 2 home run game, the first since last year, as Pedro backs him up. And Garcia in his 2nd stint with the Orioles. He briefly played for Baltimore in 2000. Strike 3 call. Garcia down by way of decay. It's the 4th strikeout for Pedro Martinez.
Well, you don't normally see a villain for the Baltimore Orioles at Fenway Park, but there's certainly an adopted one here tonight in Karim Garcia. Pedro picks up the inside corner, down and in with the fastball, and that gets the crowd going, as Karim doesn't like that call from the home plate umpire Kellogg. The governor liked it, though, and Mrs. Romney. They both like that strikeout.
Was made here for the ribbon cutting.
He was a little late. He's getting back from that governor's conference in Seattle.
I'm sure he hit it on the way in. The 1-0 pitch to Larry Bigby. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric.
Well, Don, the first meeting between Pedro Martinez and Karim Garcia since the ALCS has come and gone. And according to Garcia, that's about the only kind of meeting you can expect between the two.
I never had the opportunity to talk to him or met with him, since what happened last year. For me, that's on the past. My main thing right now is to help this team to win ball games.
Well, in his first game of the Orioles, Garcia had 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, but in his first at bat against Pedro, a strikeout looking down.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. As an at bat that saw him strike out in the 4th strikeout for Pedro Martinez. As Karim Garcia now here, of course, with a different team. 2 down in the inning. Larry Bigby grounded out to first base, and Luis Matos standing in on the right side.
Matos has really struggled. You see the 226 average. He's 4 for his last 49 at bats.
A strike, and it's 1-1. Pedro Martinez retiring the first 8 Baltimore Orioles that he has faced here tonight. 4 strikeouts so far for Pedro. Matos ranks 2nd on the Orioles, tied for 9th in the American League with 12 steals. Grounds it foul outside to third base. He's the number 9 hitter for the Orioles. He's played in all but 3 games. 84 starts on the season for Baltimore. And against Pedro, 1 hit in 7 tries, 4 punch-outs. Pedro trying to give him another one. Here comes the 2-2. Strikeout number 5 for Pedro Martinez. In order to go the Orioles again. 2.5 in the books. No score from Fenway.
It was fast. We made it faster. It was smart. We made it smarter. Until it was as close to perfect as it's ever come. And that's saying something. The 225 horsepower ES. At Inskip Lexus.
Whether you play the ponies or run down the hounds, Hinsdale goes the extra mile with a winning experience. Count on great food, a clean, comfortable atmosphere, and impeccable customer service. Watch and wager on live greyhound racing and OTB action from the country's top thoroughbred, harness, and greyhound tracks. Hinsdale Greyhound Park and OTB is only 5 minutes off I-91 with live 1 p.m. matinees every day except Tuesdays and under the lights Saturdays at 8. Visit HinsdaleGreyhound.com for details. Hinsdale Greyhound Park and OTB, Route 119, Hinsdale, New Hampshire.
Who do you call when you need a car? 508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham.
At Lincoln Mercury of Raynham, buy a brand new Grand Marquis for only $17,899, or lease a new Mountaineer or Monterey for only $199 a month.
Call 508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham. 508-880-0000.
Last half of the 3rd inning back at Fenway, scoreless at the end of 2.5. The top of the Red Sox order. And Johnny Damon leading it off. Damon, Bellhorn, and Ortiz. Damon walking in the 1st inning. Getting his 2nd look at the Orioles' left-handed starter, Eric Bedard. He's already had to throw 43 pitches through the first 2 innings. Johnny Damon, 76 runs scored. Tied for tops in the league with Vladimir Guerrero of the Anaheim Angels.
Damon also among the league leaders in hits and on-base percentage in the American League. 113 hits puts him 10th in the league. A 3.92 on-base percentage puts him 8th in the American League.
On the ground to Tejada, who gets the high hop and throws Damon out for the first out of the 3rd inning. Well, it's time now for our Aflac trivia question.
Aflac!
And our question tonight, which former Red Sox shortstop holds the club record with 832 consecutive games played? We'll have the answer for you in the next half inning. Well, here's tonight's Red Sox shortstop, Mark Bellhorn, who has been tested tonight. The 2nd hitter of the night, David Newhand, grounding out to Bellhorn at shortstop. And he took care of Newhand. Omar Garcia par with the night off. And Pokey Reese for a while off, placed on the DL today. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now to Mark Bellhorn. Bellhorn has the only Red Sox hit so far. He reached on an infield hit in the first inning, and that's been it off Eric Bedard. Bedard, 25 years of age, stands at 6 foot 189 pounds. Born in Ontario, Canada. And this season 3-4 with the Orioles. The full count now to Bellhorn.
One of a couple of rookies in the starting rotation. Cabrera also in there. He's made 15 starts, and he's 8-3 on the season.
Swing and a miss, and Bellhorn strikes out. The third strikeout for Bedard. Let's check in with Eric Fried. Eric? Well, you're having some technical difficulties with Eric, so we're going to hold off on Eric Fried.
Well, we just hope he's okay.
You always wonder when you go to him and he's not there if he's okay. We understand it is a microphone problem, not that he's in any danger.
Well, you got to change the batteries and those things every once in a while.
2 down as David Ortiz stands in.
Rumor is that
he doesn't have it.
He doesn't have the microphone in his hand. That could be a problem.
Well, we're all a little tired, Jerry. You got in awfully late.
I feel good.
You look terrific. As Ortiz takes the ball, and it's now 2-0. I heard you say in the pregame show, as a player, normally that second day, sometimes you feel it more.
And when you're coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, last night, I mean, you get a decent, 6, maybe 7 hours sleep for some of them. But, the hard thing is when you're out on the West Coast for a week, you get accustomed to that 3-hour time change. And so when you get back east, like tonight after the game, you're probably not tired because of this 3-hour difference. Now tomorrow morning, you got to wake up for that day game. That's really the tough part, is really the second day in.
And, of course, a long day scheduled here for tomorrow with the day-night doubleheader.
It's one of the tough things for those teams on the West Coast that are always traveling east, losing that time. And it's, when you come in for a weekend series, for example, these West Coast to East Coast, Friday night's not bad, but those Saturday and Sunday day games are rough.
Ortiz walks with 2 outs in the inning. The third walk given up by Bedard. Let's check in with Eric Fried. Eric with microphone in hand.
Yeah, 2 hours of sleep. Sometimes I forget the simplest of things. We were out on the West Coast, but Theo Epstein, the general manager of the Red Sox, was back here, but he was very busy working the phones, trying to make a deal for the Red Sox, a deal that really may not be in the future here for the Red Sox.
Trust me, you made about 300 phone calls the last 3 or 4 days trying to find ways to get better, but it's the ultimate seller's market right now, and I'm not willing to make a terrible trade with high stakes involving our best prospects just to bring in someone who may or may not help.
Obviously, bullpen help high on the list, but the teams that have something to offer are asking much too much at this moment with the trade deadline coming up in less than 2 weeks, guys.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. It just seems like there are so many teams that are still very much in it, especially in the National League. There are very few people probably thinking that they're going to give up on their team. Not right now anyway, with still some time before the deadline.
Yeah, and those teams that are struggling and willing to give up players, of course they're going to ask for the moon right now. Try to get the best deal they possibly can, and that's where general managers who are on these contending teams have to be very careful not to get taken. And as Theo said, about 300 phone calls?
That's a lot of phone calls.
A lot of calls done. It's about as many as you make every day.
Right.
On your nested credit card.
I knew this limo conversation was going to come back to get me. As this misses away to Ramirez, and it's 2-1. So we're even now, kind of like the way baseball works. You hit one guy, the other guy hits the other guy. Are we even now? We're all set?
It wasn't even a shot. That was just the truth.
Ortiz at first base with 2 down. Inside out and popped up. The pitcher, Bedard, handles it to retire Ramirez, and that'll end the inning. Through 3 from Fenway, we're scoreless.
We can't reverse the curse.
Hey, Smokey, for an old guy, you still got it. You're the man, Smokey. You're the man. Please join the Bangor Lumberjacks and the Maine Forest Rangers in celebrating Smokey's 60th birthday. And please do your part to prevent wildfires in Maine.
Oh, man, we were catching everything that day. We even caught some things you weren't planning on. Yeah, like your new friend, the black bear.
Whatever summer holds, make the most of it. High-speed internet from Adelphia gives you speeds greater than dial-up or DSL, a ready and waiting connection with no additional phone line needed. Plan your vacation, check the weather, and email vacation photos all in a snap.
Call now for free installation and pay only $24.95 a month for 3 months. 1-877-HSI for me, too. Adelphia, the place for summer.
Hi, I'm Steve Schumann. Thank you for making Charlie's Maine's #1 Jeep dealer.
Maine's #1 Jeep dealer offers you the best value in America. Charlie's is Maine's #1 new car and truck dealer for the 6th year in a row. And Charlie's Jeep has the best selection ever. Over the past 17 years, no one in Maine has sold more Jeeps than Charlie's.
Come see why more than 6,000 customers a year buy cars and trucks at Charlie's.
See us first, see us last, but see us and save.
For the top of the 4th inning, we're joined by Vice Chairman Les Otten as we look at Johnny Pesky. And Les, he is the guy who's really the headliner for your event that's coming up next month.
Well, we should look that good. Yeah, right? Definitely. Yeah, I should still be able to hit the ball like him. Yeah, August 3rd, we've got the Partners Fantasy event for the Red Sox Foundation here at the ballpark, and we're going to have a great day of hitting, batting practice, fielding practice. Going to play a 9-inning game. Got a auction. Got a uniform, got a whole great day of events here for folks if they want to join us, make a donation to the Red Sox Foundation.
And I understand you already got 2 complete teams and you're trying to add a 3rd, right?
We are trying to add a 3rd right now, and we have tremendous response so far to the program. It was a great hit last year. It looks to be fun this year.
Ryan Roberts leading it off for the Orioles and taking strike 1 from Pedro Martinez.
And we want to thank you, Jeff, for putting us up on your website. We appreciate that. We're in pretty good company now with the Rem Dog.
Yeah, on the RemReport.com we have a Red Sox Foundation page which keeps you up to date with everything going on with the foundation, of course, and this is part of the events that they have going on right now. And tell us about some of the ex-players that are going to be there, who are going to become present players when they play in this game.
Well, Jim Corsi's coming us. I want to hit a Corsi fastball, which I understand is now moving at about 62 miles an hour. I'll probably hear about that. Jerry Moses is going to be out. Rick Miller is going to be out. Johnny Pesky, of course, is going to be there. Louis Tiant will be with us, and we'll be throwing batting practice starting about 9 o'clock in the morning.
And as you mentioned last time Les spoke, is Brian Roberts strikes out, 6th strikeout for Pedro Martinez. You can bring your friends and family along with you to see the event. Is that true?
Yeah, there's one guy who's bringing about 50 of his closest friends and family to the ball game. We'll probably have to open another concession stand just for the hot dogs.
I imagine you want them to see you play on the field, so you get to bring everybody you know.
Oh yeah, I think that's got to be it. Take your whole family, stand in front of the Green Monster, have your picture taken with your uniform on and your number with your name on the back. It's great.
Plus they get a chance to meet Tom Caron too, right?
And TC is going to be there to do a little bit of the navigating on the field for us.
This is David Newhan, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. We're visiting with Les Otten. And again, Les, what is the date? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it the first time.
The date of this great event is the 3rd of August, so it's coming right up.
And swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
A lot of people may not know a lot about the Red Sox Foundation. The Red Sox Foundation was established by John, Tom, and Larry and the partners of the Red Sox to put something back into the community of Boston other than just baseball. The Boston name.
Broken bat, Squibber down the 3rd base line. Youkilis bare hands and throws, and it's not going to be in time. There's the first hit of the night for the Orioles, an infield hit. As Pedro had retired the first 10 Baltimore Orioles tonight, but an infield hit with 1 out.
A broken bat base hit. Bat shatters, ball trickles down that 3rd base line, and you can see how far off the bag Youkilis is. He bare hands it, but really no chance at all at first base.
1 out, 1 on. Les, you were talking about the foundation.
The foundation has been established to try to put something back into the community other than just baseball, using the good name of the Boston Red Sox and Fenway Park to benefit kids and charities of the greater New England area. We're very proud to be able to help in other ways other than providing a winning baseball team.
And you hear so often all the great events that the Red Sox do, and there are so many. We talk about night in and night out, and certainly going back into the foundation and going out to starting really with John Henry, and as you mentioned, Tom Werner. And it seems like you touch so many different charities. It's kind of a wide range of charities, the foundation itself.
It is a wide, everything from battered children to retarded programs to help put out reading materials to the Penn Mass Challenge. So it's widespread, and it's there to do good for the community.
And of course, the Penn Mass Challenge logo right here on the green monster in left field. And the additions here to Fenway Park on the last homestand. 2-0 the count to Melvin Mora with 1 out. David Newhan at first base. And the pitch, a strike.
Well, Melvin Mora, who has missed some time because he was down to the Sable, is still second in the league in hitting behind Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. I think Melvin liked that last call. He might have thought it was a little bit high.
Yeah. Took a look back at Jeff Kellogg. Took an extra long time to get back in there again. Well, a lot of fans have to go all the way down to Florida, really, for a fantasy camp type situation where with this event they come right here to Fenway Park.
Yeah, it's one of the really cool things is to get out inside the green monster and put your autograph back there, and climb up a little bit on Pesky's pole and put your autograph there, sit in the dugout. And when your face comes on the big screen television, and you know the first pitch that comes across the field, you kind of like, did they catch me? Did they see me?
We look forward to that, and again the phone number there at the bottom of the screen. The event right around the corner, and still time for you to sign up. Was Johnny part of this last year as well, or is this the first year for Johnny Pesky's involvement?
Johnny was not part of this last year. We actually did it on his birthday, but he was not able to attend for some personal reasons. But he assures me that he's going to be here this year, and he's very excited about being here. He loves the interaction with the fans.
3-1 hit in the air to left field. That is hit well. Manny looking up, and that is off the wall. David Newhan heading to third base, and into second base goes Melvin Mora with a wall ball double. And all of a sudden now the Orioles with runners at second and third.
Has a cut fastball from Pedro that stayed inside. I believe he wanted to go away to the outside corner with that pitch. It stayed in the inner third, and Melvin Mora plants it up against the wall. Excellent read, too, by Newhan at first base. You know, sometimes you come into Fenway as a visiting base runner, and you're not sure the ball's going to hit the wall. He was off quickly, and he easily made it into third base. So that quickly, second and third, only the 1 out here in the 4th inning.
Here's Miguel Tejada, who flied out to center field his first time up. Brian Roberts struck out to begin the inning. Newhan and Mora now reaching. Runners at second and third, and 1 down. Les Otten will be looking forward to the event on August 3rd. We thank you for stopping by.
Gentlemen, my pleasure.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks for the website.
All righty.
Good luck. We look forward to that. Johnny Pesky and some of the other people that'll be there. Jim Corsi. I think I'd like to hit Jim Corsi, Jerry. I don't think it's
my
be around.
goodness. Here we go.
The 1-0 is hit into center field, and Damon dives and has it get by him to the track of the wall. Newhan will score. Here comes Melvin Mora. 2 runs are in. And the throw to third base is not going to be in time. Tejada is in. A start and a stop for Johnny Damon, who appeared to lose it for a second. Then it gets by him, and 2-run score for the Orioles.
Yeah, Johnny didn't get a good read on this line drive at all. It was hit very hard by Tejada. And you're right, Don. He started in, stopped, and then started again, and the ball just shoots by him. There's that line drive. See it hooking, and then you see Johnny Damon go back to his right. It gets by him. 2 runs come in. Tejada at third base with the triple. So Tejada has saved 2 runs in this game with a great defensive play. Now he's driven in 2 runs with that line drive.
They give Tejada a straight triple and 2 RBIs. The Orioles on top now 2-0. The second triple of the year for Tejada. And here's Rafael Palmeiro with the shift on to right field. Kapler on the run, dives and makes the catch. Kapler guns it in as Tejada tags and scores, and the Orioles lead it 3-0.
Kapler's hurt too. I think he hurt his shoulder on that, Don.
What a great catch by Kapler, but he's come up a little bit lame. A sac fly for Palmeiro, his 55th RBI.
It's a great play by Kapler. It will result in a run on the sacrifice fly, but you see how hard he hits on that right arm, right shoulder. Excuse me, maybe left side. Pardon me, the left side, and he got up and it was kind of hanging down to his side.
On the ground to third, Javi Lopez thrown out by Kevin Youkilis. But 3 runs for the Orioles in the top half of the 4th inning. Baltimore on top 3-0.
The perfect family car. SUV or station wagon. Coupe or sedan. We know you have questions. We're here with the answers. It's about understanding our family and friends. It's about sincerity, trust, and understanding. It's who we are, and it's the only way we know how to be. Sakuchi Lincoln Mercury Honda. Our reputation is your protection.
Quality items, great prices, and convenient locations. Extra Mart has all your bases covered. Stop by for a cup of our very own Brew Boy coffee or a double-sized Deli Joe sandwich. Heading for home or running on empty, Extra Mart introduces Extra Fuels, our own premium quality gasoline.
All this month at Extra Mart, Pringles are specially priced at just 2 for $3. Pringles, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Priced right and ready to go, Extra Mart is always a home run.
Solid mahogany for $17.99? Can't be, unless the factory really needs the business now.
Break front dresser and tri-mirror in solid mahogany. Chest on chest and nightstand, solid mahogany. And a hand-carved poster bed. You got it, solid mahogany.
I dare you to find a solid mahogany bedroom anywhere, at any price, never mind $17.99.
This factory really needs the business.
Bristol Toyota announces its summer sales event with 0% financing and up to $4,500 in savings and a huge inventory. You won't want to miss out. Car buyers are coming from all over, like Meredith Amaral of Dighton, Mass.
I shopped at 4 different dealers. They gave me the best price and the car was in stock. I would definitely recommend Bristol Toyota.
And don't forget to visit RINewCarAds.com to see Bristol Toyota specials. What are you waiting for? See why Bristol Toyota is the dealer where friends send friends every day.
Number 33, Jason.
Back at Fenway with the Orioles on top 3-0. Gabe Kapler making a diving catch. Appears to be all right now.
Yeah, it looked like after making this catch he was hurt. You know, it looked like he was that shoulder was bothering him something because he was kind of dragging it back. You see right there as he has some pain on that face, but apparently okay as he is in the dugout now and looks like he's going to be able to continue to play.
There's Jason Varitek, and be followed by Kevin Youkilis and Kevin Millar here in the last half of the 4th inning. Red Sox having to play catch-up now as they are down by 3 runs. Things happen very quickly for the Orioles. In the 4th inning, Pedro Martinez had retired the first 10 that he faced tonight. The infield hit the double, and then a triple for Miguel Tejada. Kind of a strange play out in center field for Johnny Damon. And then Tejada scored on the sac fly that has the Orioles on top 3-0. Varitek down 1-2. Popped out to shortstop his first time up.
Now we mentioned at the beginning, Bedard has pitched very well his last 2 starts, but the Orioles have not been able to score. Well, they got 3 runs for him right now.
And as you mentioned off the top, Bedard's record of 3-4 really not indicative of the way that he has pitched. Just has not had much in the way of run support. The Orioles certainly very excited about Bedard and the way he's pitched for them. There are 2 rookies in their rotation. They also have Daniel Cabrera. Prior to this season, the last time the Orioles had 2 rookies in the starting rotation to open a season was in 1989. Bob Malacky and Pete Harnish in the Orioles rotation. And the first time they've had a rookie in the starting 5 since Jimmy Haynes in 1996. Swing and a miss, and Varitek strikes out. That's the 4th strikeout for Bedard, and there's 1 away here in the 4th inning. Well, it's time now for the Aflac trivia question. And the question: which former Red Sox shortstop holds the club record with 832 consecutive games played? Everett Scott. You remember Everett? 1914 through 1921.
Heck of a guy.
And tonight, Miguel Tejada playing his 686th consecutive. This one roped but righted Larry Bigby. And Youkilis retired. 2 down. Now this inning is the Foxwoods Fantasy inning. Tonight's contestant is Nancy Boucher of Putnam, Connecticut. The Red Sox hit a home run this inning. Nancy will win dinner for 2 and a free night stay at Foxwoods Resort Casino. For your chance to win, visit Nesson.com. Putnam, Connecticut is very, very nice. Wish Nancy Boucher good luck.
Well, Nancy's down to her last out here in the 4th inning.
Varitek a strikeout. Youkilis a line out. And missing to Millar to make it 1-1. Millar walked his first time up. To center field and in for a hit. Second hit of the night for the Red Sox, and their first since back in the 1st inning.
Kind of a streaky stretch for Millar. You know, he got hot just a little before the All-Star break and just after the All-Star break, but 2 for his last 22. And picks up the base hit there to center field on the breaking ball to keep Bedard away from the 1-2-3 inning.
Down the line and a fair ball. Will kick off the boxes right to Larry Bigby. So Millar's got a hold at second base on the single by Bill Miller right down the line. Melvin Moore did not think it was a fair ball at all, and he's continuing to argue with Dan Iasonga, the 3rd base umpire. Lee Mazzilli will come out of the dugout as Tejada jumps in the way of Mora.
Yeah, Tejada quickly, and they're trying to get Melvin Mora away from the umpire, but it looked like the ball did go over the bag. Lee Mazzilli will now question the call with Dan Iasonga. You see Tejada there taking a leadership role here with the Baltimore Orioles. Another look at the play. Let's take a look on replay. It's well, from that angle, it does look like it goes over the bag. As a matter of fact, the next hop looked like it was in fair territory, even after it got by the bag.
So Mazzilli back into the dugout, and Mora calmed down. The Red Sox have something going here after there were 2 quick outs. Millar with a single, Miller with a single, 2 on 2 outs. And here's Gabe Kapler. Broken bat, lifted back at 3rd. Mora looking up back into the seats. It goes and foul as he ran out of room, and Kapler will need a new bat. Dave didn't have one on the on-deck circle, so he's back into the dugout to find one on the bat rack. Kepler has hit home runs twice in the last 4 starts, after going deep just once in his first 69 games of the season. A couple of home runs in Anaheim against the Anaheim Angels. And getting the start tonight in right field. Did a very good job in the absence of Manny Ramirez, getting his starts in left. One and one to Kepler. Kepler against lefties, hitting at .317 coming into tonight's action.
Once again, another example of Bedard not afraid to come in those right-handers. We've seen him do it a couple of times to Manny Ramirez in this game. Matter of fact, he got Manny to pop up to the pitcher, right back to Bedard back in the 3rd inning.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Millar at second base, Miller at first. On the ground outside of third and foul. And this play by the ball boy.
Well, you know, it's been Red Sox haven't been home very much. Not a lot of practice for down there at third base. Pretty good position. I got the yips. The glove came up too soon. Which I'm very familiar with, because that's how my glove used to act a lot.
You're a little yippy, were you?
Yeah, I got the yips.
Kepler drives it to deep left field. One swing of the bat, and we're tied. A 3-run home run for Kepler. We're tied at 3.
Well, after a bunch of fastballs inside, Bedard goes to the changeup, but he leaves it out over the plate. You see right there Javi Lopez coming back toward the middle of the plate, and Gabe Kepler did not miss that mistake. So that quickly, the game tied up.
So a 3-run home run now. Johnny Damon, who takes ball 1. Jerry, we got another Foxwoods fantasy inning winner.
Yeah.
And she found out about it with 2 outs, and she still got the home run.
Exactly. 2 outs. Millar got a hit. Miller got a hit. Then the 3-run home run by Gabe Kepler.
Nancy Boucher of Putnam, Connecticut, has won dinner for 2 and a free night stay at Foxwoods Resort Casino. For your chance to win, visit NESN.com. Nancy, you can thank Gabe Kepler. Just hit a 3-run home run to tie the score at 3. Damon hits it to deep left center field. Back goes Matos at the wall to make the catch and bang into the scoreboard. He comes up lame as he went in hard into the scoreboard, but holds on to the baseball for the out that ends the inning. But the Red Sox come up with 3 runs on the 3-run home run by Gabe Kepler, and we're tied at 3.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford Authorized Clearance. Now get up to $5,745 total cash back, including a no-charge 5.4-liter V8 engine and trailer tow package on Ford F-150 Super Cab and Super Crew models. That's right, $5,745 total cash back, plus a trailer tow package at no extra charge. F-150 is the one that's earned the right to be the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance, only at your New England Ford dealer.
If you're a serious fan, make Bob's Stores your official teamwear shop. With the best selection of authentic Red Sox apparel, plus all your favorite activewear, sneakers, and cleats. Get geared up at Bob's.
saying just what I've been saying for years. High school ballers just aren't prepared for the NBA. That's funny. They're saying the Dolphins' secondary is unstoppable. I was just saying the same thing. What the?
Top half of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park, tied at 3 at the end of 4 innings. Kareem Garcia getting his second at bat against Pedro Martinez.
And Luis Matos still shaking up a little bit from that great catch on Johnny Damon. That wall, when you run full speed into that wall at the scoreboard pot, it's usually pretty painful. That was a very good play by Luis Matos.
Popped up left side. Youkilis drifting into the infield grass. 1 down.
Again, another look at Luis Matos making that terrific play against Johnny Damon, and he bangs that ball hard. And that is always a painful experience for any outfielder, going that hard into that wall. All kind of stuff sticking out, and looks like he banged his leg pretty good up against the scoreboard.
Here's Larry Bigby, grounded out to first base his first time up. Look at all the hooks and...
Yeah. Plus, there's more of it now, too, since they've added again the National League part of the scoreboard. They've added to that scoreboard. Remember, they took that away for a long time. It was just the American League, and then they put the NL back up there. So there's a lot more stuff to run into.
Sometimes you see pictures now, and it's amazing how small that area was with just the American League. Now that it takes up most of the board out there, most of the green monster. Yeah, but those can't feel too good. The knobs holding on to the teams and the scores. In the dirt, 2-2 to Larry Bigby.
Well, new life here for Pedro Martinez as Gabe Kapler gets this game tied up.
Full count to Larry Bigby. Luis Matos waiting on deck. We have sounds of the game tonight. Brad Mills is mic'd up for us tonight, Jerry, the bench coach for the Red Sox. And one thing that they do at the beginning of every series is to go over the ground rules, which of course here are very different at Fenway Park than anywhere else. With all the character of the ballpark. Martinez strikes out Larry Bigby. 7th strikeout for Pedro. And here is Brad Mills when exchanging the lineups with the ground rules.
The red line, it has to go over the red line for a home run. If it hits the red line, it's still in play. It has to go over the red line for a home run. This year, with a ladder, Major League Baseball changed it. If it hits the ladder and goes out, it's a home run. It's a home run, yep. Okay? Yep. And so if it goes through the scoreboard, of course, that's a double.
I don't know about the ladder. That's new information to me.
Yeah, that's unusual. If it bounces off that ladder, somehow goes up into the stands, it's a home run. I've never seen that happen.
No, I'm glad it hasn't happened until now, because I would have called it a double.
But again, prior to every game, they go over those ground rules with the umpiring crew, with the visiting manager or coach who's representing the opposing team.
Why is the ladder still necessary as it's back to Martinez? He fires the first. Go ahead.
For the sounds of the game.
11 pitches. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles in the 5th. We're tied at 3.
Sumptuous leather and rich wood trim tastefully adorn the interior of the Land Rover Discovery, creating a driving experience that is the very definition of luxury. Of course, should the occasion arise, it's not bad off-road either. Begin your adventure today. The 2004 Discovery, available for 0% APR financing.
Hi, I'm Kurt Schilling.
Hi, I'm Shonda Schilling.
Imagine not being able to hug your family because you're too weak to lift your arms.
Imagine not being able to say I love you because your tongue is too weak to form words.
That's ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease.
It strikes at random, and there is no cure yet.
This season, I'll be pitching for the Red Sox and for the Massachusetts ALS Association.
We want you to join Kurt's pitch and help us strike out ALS.
Do you want me? Do you really want me? I bet you think you can't afford me. Find your own style at IMG, International Motor Group, 4657 Coast Road, Warwick, Rhode Island.
Hey, Boston, Heineken knows that when it comes to your baseball, it's all about the rivalry. Visit a local Heineken retailer for your chance to take a trip to the park and catch baseball's greatest rivalry. Heineken, it's all about the beer.
Last half of the 5th inning, tied at 3. Mark Bellhorn, David Ortiz, and Manny Ramirez.
Well, Red Sox fans, we want to hear from you. Log on to redsox.com to tell us what you think of the broadcast tonight. Look for this graphic and let your thoughts be heard.
Mark Bellhorn 1 for 2 tonight, an infield hit in the 1st inning. No, I was asking about the ladder only because I know the ladder used to be, when the screen was up there after batting practice, the guy would shimmy up the ladder to the top.
That's right. Collect all the baseballs that were up there, and they would bring them to the Red Sox to use for batting practice again.
Right. So what's the purpose now that there's no screen?
Just to make the wall more interesting than what it already is. There's no other purpose. Unless somebody decides to climb down that one night, which I hope doesn't happen.
I was gonna say, doesn't it invite it almost?
Yeah, but then you get there. What are you going to do from there?
Then you're in trouble. There's a little bit of a drop off. One and 2 to the Red Sox shortstop tonight. Mark Bellhorn getting the start at shortstop. Gabe Kapler tying the game at 3 with a 3-run home run last inning. And a count of 2-2 to Bellhorn.
Then we get that lady up there that's always holding that Manny sign up to climb down the ladder one day. Big Manny fan. She's always up there. Must be a season ticket holder, I would guess.
A new Manny sign most nights. Swing and a miss. Bellhorn strikes out. That's the 5th strikeout for Eric Bedard.
Well, do you know how easy it is to dress like your favorite player? Just go to redsox.com, click on shop for everything from player jerseys, t-shirts, and caps. redsox.com for all of your Red Sox merchandise.
Just a beautiful night tonight at Fenway Park, 78 degrees.
And it is nice to be home, isn't it?
Oh, is it ever? As David Ortiz stands in, 0 for 1 with a walk. Red Sox at Anaheim and Seattle on this last road trip, eking out a victory against the Seattle Mariners yesterday in a lengthy affair, which the Mariners would not go away. Ortiz goes the other way to left, but right at Larry Bigby, who's there running it down for out number 2.
Larry Bigby got a great jump on that line drive. You know, a lot of times off the bat of the left-hander, that ball's going to slice away, and Bigby made that play look easy. Ortiz hitting the ball hard off the left hand in the slice, but Bigby there to make it. Orioles defensively right there with the Red Sox. Orioles 11th in the league. Red Sox 12th in the league. Orioles with the 68 errors. Boston with 74 on the season.
Manny Ramirez 0 for 2. A strikeout and a pop out as he carves the first one foul off to the right.
This will be an interesting at bat for Manny. You know, twice this guy has really been able to get inside on Ramirez. So we'll see if Manny guesses inside in this in bat and tries to clean one out.
Bedard's up to 90 pitches with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Really tardy on the cut, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, they go away from him, and as I mentioned, Manny has to be thinking inside after the way he's pitched him in the first 2 at-bats. A very late swing from Ramirez. Manny, as you see that red, especially inside, 337 middle in, 333 down and in.
Climb the ladder, and he strikes out Manny Ramirez. 6th strikeout for Eric Bedard. Red Sox down in order on 10 pitches. We're tied at 3 at the end of 5.
For the largest selection of gas and diesel motorhomes in New England, it's USRV. From Airstream, American Eagle, and Travel Supreme, it's USRV. From Monaco, Pace Arrow and Bounder, it's a Fleetwood product, and it's available at USRV.
Celebrate America with a USRV. Factory rebates up to $10,000.
Quantity, quality, and price. It's USRV. My name is Marty, and we make better deals.
What's going on?
Yeah. When you stop at the light and you're letting the rims bling, belly button ring, sweet as a scoop of some ice cream. Course light in the day, or course light into the night. It's the summertime and baby, we gonna do it right. Yeah, the sun is shining, it's bikinis and beaches and wet tees. It really don't matter if it's 90 degrees. Course light, frostbitten, chilling under the rays. Say how you gonna be a player if you don't know how to play.
Unleash the Rocky Mountain cold taste of Coors Light.
It was fast. We made it faster. It was smart. We made it smarter. Until it was as close to perfect as it's ever come. And that's saying something. The 225 horsepower ES. At Inskip Lexus.
Well, for every run of the Red Sox catch stealing this chance to win a LoJack stolen vehicle recovery system. Log on to NESN.com, enter the date, opponent, and runner's name. Be a chance to win in the LoJack caught stealing sweepstakes.
Top of the 6th inning, tied at 3. The top of the Orioles order. Brian Roberts to lead it off. Youkilis, few strides in on the grass at 3rd base. Roberts has done the same thing twice tonight. That strikeout in the 1st and in the 4th. A strike to even the count at 1-1. Softly lined into right field. Out of the reach of Bill Miller and into right. Brian Roberts on for the first time tonight. Pitching line is brought to you by Nissan. And 3 runs for the Orioles coming in the top half of the 4th inning. Pedro retiring the first 10 Baltimore Orioles that he faced tonight. 73 pitches overall for Martinez.
Well, we'll see how Lee Mazzilli plays this. He gets speed at first base, 28 steals for Roberts. He's 3rd in the league. The combination of the 1 and 2 guys in the lineup in a tie ball game.
The right center field, falling fast and in for a hit. Roberts is headed for 3rd. He'll get there easily. As Newhan with a single to center, and all of a sudden the Orioles with runners at the corners and nobody out.
Now that takes care of any strategy. First pitch swinging. Newhan picks up the base hit, so a little first and third action from the Orioles. How do you tell what that pitch was, Don? It looked like it might have been a cut fastball or a curveball that just didn't do anything. Kind of laid flat. Newhan picks up the base hit. Had curveball spin on it, but
well, out over the plate for Newhan, who puts it into center field. Runners at the corners, and Melvin Mora standing in as Pedro now has to deal with the heart of the Orioles order. Mora fouls it outside to third. Brian Roberts at third, David Newhan at first base. Moore going to work on his right cleat. Moore, who spent time on the DL again this season, goes lunging after that pitch, and it's 0-2. Leaders are brought to you by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Boston Red Sox. And Melvin Mora beginning the night just second in the American League in batting average, behind Ivan Rodriguez. Manny in there is third. And he's dropping down to .338 tonight, going 0 for 3 so far with a couple of strikeouts. Up and away, and it's 1-2. Pedro up to 78 pitches. The Orioles with runners at the corners. Melvin Mora with a count of 2-2, doubled his last time up, 1 for 2. Line to left, foul, back into the seats.
Last time it was a cut fastball that Pedro left inside. Mora ended up getting a double. That time the curveball stayed inside, but he pulls it foul.
They go away and in the dirt. Nice play by Veritek, who was set up outside. And a full count now to Melvin Mora, who had been down 0-2.
Trying to get Mora to chase something off the plate. He's able to hold up on the swing. Now the 3-2 count. We'll see if they have Newhan off at first base.
Seven strikeouts tonight for Pedro Martinez. Just missing off the outside edge, and down to first goes Melvin Mora. The first walk of the night given up by Pedro, and the Orioles have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Mora had a pretty good at bat there too. He fouled off some pitches, laid off some tough pitches. Fastball not missing by much, but did miss, and the bases loaded.
Here's Miguel Tejada, who tripled in the fourth inning. Came around to score the third run of the night for the Orioles. This triple knocked in too, and for Tejada now up to 82 RBIs on the season. A .293 career hitter with the bases loaded, including 7 grand slams. He fouled off himself, and he's quickly down 0-2. This player profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. 686 consecutive games played now for Tejada, the longest active streak in the major leagues. And so far tonight, he's had an outstanding game. The great catch out in shallow left center field in the first inning to rob the Red Sox of 2 runs. And of course, the triple that put the Orioles on the board. This one getting by Johnny Damon to the track in the wall and scoring a pair. Tejada would eventually come in on the sac fly that at the time gave the Orioles a 3-0 advantage. The Red Sox have since answered with a 3-run home run by Gabe Kapler. But the Orioles are threatening now with the bases loaded, nobody out. And the former American League MVP Miguel Tejada at the plate.
A little something extra on that fastball. 293 from Pedro, but missed the outside corner.
Inside fooling him, almost drove into that, and it's 2-2.
Veritek set up away for the breaking ball. It stays inside, and Tejada bending out of the way.
Tejada lines it to left field, a base hit. Roberts scores from third. Around from second comes Newhan. 2 runs are in for the Orioles, and they up their lead to 5-3. Another 2 RBI single for Miguel Tejada. 4 ribbies in the game, and the Orioles on top 5-3.
And this is not a bad pitch at all. It's a breaking ball away, down and away from Tejada, but he covers the plate. He goes right down there with it, keeps the head on the baseball, and lines it right down that left field line. That's an excellent piece of hitting there by Tejada. What a night he's having.
Well, a very slow start for him in an Orioles uniform, but he has been hot. 2 on, nobody out. 2 runs in, and here's Palmeiro. Fouls it off the left side. The Red Sox and Orioles have met 6 times this season, and the Orioles have won 4 of the 6. So the Red Sox have already had their troubles with the Orioles early on in the season. Red Sox and Orioles split 4 at Camden Yards to open the season. A grounded foul outside of first. One of the newest additions back up again for the Red Sox in his 3rd stint. Mark Malaska, the left-hander up in the Boston bullpen. This will be the 20th pitch of this inning for Pedro Martinez. It's the most in any inning tonight. And the 90th pitch of his outing. And this is inside to Palmeiro. Melvin Moore at second. Miguel Tejada at first. Nobody out. Grounded to first base. Millar goes to second. They get the out there. The return throw to first not in time. They do erase Tejada, the middleman, at second base for the first out of the inning. And on to third goes Melvin Mora.
Pretty gutsy play there by Millar at first base. When he caught that ground ball, I didn't think he was going to go to second. I thought he was just going to take the out at first base. It's a long throw, but they are able to get Tejada and almost turn over the double play. Palmeiro just beats it by a step and a half.
So runners at the corners with 1 away, and Javi Lopez 0 for 2. Lopez striking out in the 2nd, grounding out to 3rd in the 4th. To center field. Damon got a late break. It's falling fast, but Johnny's able to run it down. Now the throw to the plate. Mora trying to score, and he does. And safely out of the reach of Jason Varitek's dive. And Lopez getting credit for the sacrifice fly that puts the Orioles on top 6-3.
Johnny Damon did get a late break, but he's able to charge hard and make the catch. The throw, though, was going to be up the first base line. And that's going to cause Varitek to go up that first base line, then come back to try to make the tag. And Mora, without a slide, it gets in safely at home plate. You know, Don, it doesn't matter where the Orioles are in the standings. For the last couple of years, they have played the Red Sox tough.
They're winning 4 of the first 6 coming in, and tonight now, after having a 3-0 lead go by the boards, they have another 3-run lead on top 6-3. The Orioles have won the last 3 games coming into tonight's action against the Red Sox. Red Sox have not seen the Orioles since May the 31st.
And the Orioles have been very tough on Pedro Martinez. That second start he made, 7 earned runs given up in that game after allowing 2 in his opening game against Baltimore.
Pedro up to 96 pitches on the ground sharply to short. Bellhorn on to first for the out that ends the inning. But a 3-run top of the 6th inning for the Orioles as Baltimore on top 6-3.
Free to move about the country. You think of how accidents occur, how everything happens so fast. Then you think about how you can create anti-roll technology that reacts even faster. You think about that, then you build.
The Volvo XC90, the only SUV equipped with a roll stability control system to help prevent rollover and guided by conscience.
Welcome back. I'm here in this 19th century Victorian with new owners Mike and Shannon Boyd. Hi, Ted.
We just fell in love with its charm.
Yeah, it's charming. Unfortunately, the roof leaks, the foundation is crumbling, and there's significant termite damage. But I do have good news. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Hey, we need to talk about your electrical. Whoa, yeah, we're going to want to fix that.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Polite society tells us that it's rude to stare. But then along came the 2005 V6 Nissan Altima. With a new redesigned interior, a state-of-the-art navigation system and satellite radio, and a sleek, new, refined exterior. So go ahead, stare. Frankly, it'd be rude not to.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Eric Freed, back at Fenway Park as we head to the last half of the 6th inning. The Orioles on top 6-3. Jason Varitek, Kevin Youkilis, and Kevin Millar expected here in the last half of the 6th. Jason Varitek 0 for his last 2 as he hopped out to the shortstop in the 1st and struck out swinging in the 4th inning. Orioles had a 3-0 lead tonight. Red Sox tied it up 3-3. Baltimore bouncing back with 3 runs in the top of the 6th off Pedro Martinez. He's given up 6 runs on 6 hits tonight. Pedro's thrown 96 pitches. Very long inning. Pedro had to throw 26 pitches in that 3-run inning for the Orioles. Three and one to Jason Varitek with Kevin Youkilis waiting on deck. Wrapped outside of third and foul. And a full count now to Varitek. Pedro Martinez has not lost in 10 starts since May 16th. Looking for the victory tonight, coming in at 10-3, but behind now by 3 runs and getting up there in his pitch count. Varitek chasing up and away and striking out. That's the 7th strikeout for Eric Bedard, and there's 1 down. This game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. And some great defense in tonight's game. Miguel Tejada robbing Varitek, and the Red Sox have a couple of runs. Then Gabe Kapler with a diving grab in right. Center fielder Luis Matos getting banged up, but able to hold on to the baseball as he ricocheted off the scoreboard out in left center field. Some fine defense tonight for both sides. Kevin Youkilis just back up from the Pawtucket Red Sox, 0 for 2. And he's popped out to second and lined to left. Youkilis quickly ahead. Bedard with 101 pitches up over the century mark now. He's retired 5 Red Sox in a row. Gets the strike into Youkilis. 3-1. 7 strikeouts for Bedard tonight. He has walked 3 and given up 4 hits, 3 runs. Line foul back into the seats, and a full count to Youkilis. When Kevin went down this last time, probably wondered if he would not be back until September. The Red Sox said certainly they would come get him if there was a need again, preferring to have him play every day in Pawtucket, and there was a need, and Youkilis is back once again. Wow, he's getting beaten up down there. Wow, that one floored him. It's been a tough night.
It has been, and not a lot of easy chances down there either. But this is one I want to make the play, but not really.
Youkilis again, this time cranking it back into the seats. Right now, I think that ball boy's probably thinking, don't hit it to me.
All the great ones want the next one, you know, and I'm sure you can see how serious he is about it. He would like this next opportunity.
Youkilis having a pretty good at bat. He's fouled off a few. With a full count of 3-2.
Yeah, making Bedard throw a lot of pitches in this at bat.
And from third comes Melvin Mora. Now Javi Lopez is going to go out and talk to Eric Bedard. So far it's been an 8-pitch at bat. The Orioles with action in the bullpen. The veteran left-hander Buddy Groom. Groom seems to always find his way into at least 70 games a year. Up in the bullpen for the Orioles. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up, but Youkilis backing out. Youkilis lines it to Mora. Snares it on the backhand for the out. And there's 2 down. Let's check in with Eric Freed. Eric?
All right, sitting here with our forward fan of the game. It's John Marceau from Northridge, Massachusetts. And John was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease back in April of 2003. But this is your 4th time at the park here this year, John. And it hasn't slowed you down from still rooting for the Sox.
Absolutely not. There's no place to be but Fenway Park. This is great. And I want to say hi to Rim Dog and Donna Sillo up there. And Rim Dog, I'm sorry that I missed your ceremony with the opening, but I did catch the replay on TV up there, and it was a great job.
A big night for everybody. Now, you were a fan of the Red Sox growing up, but then when they get a guy like Curt Schilling and Mike Timlin, who have raised a lot of money for ALS, that makes it even a better team to root for you.
Oh, absolutely. Those guys are great, and I can't appreciate any more than what they do for everything they do for ALS and foundations. It's absolutely great.
All right, John, it's 4 games for you this year. We hope to see you at a bunch more and hopefully get more nights like this season.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
John Marceau, our Ford fan of the game. We go back to you.
All right, Eric, thank you very much. This is in the dirt. And certainly, Eric mentioning it for the great work that both Mike Timlin and Curt Schilling both do in the community as far as ALS goes, and the wonderful work that Curt Schilling has done really his entire career in that regard.
A lot of money in donations.
1-2 to Millar, his grounded foul. We had the chance to meet Kurt's son in this last road trip. Very well-behaved young man. His name is Gehrig. And was on this last trip with the Red Sox. A 1-2 to Millar. To center field. Matos heading straight back. Looking up. That'll carry right out of here. Solo home run for Kevin Millar, his 6th of the year, brings the Red Sox back within 2.
Well, home runs have been the story offensively for the Red Sox. The 3-run home run and a changeup to Kapler, and now a fastball. That's away outside part of the plate, and Millar hooks the ball towards center field for the home run. Melvin Mora was coming in for a conversation. Now goes back to third base.
Melvin's been chatty over the last few minutes. As chatting is Ray Miller, the pitching coach for the Orioles. See if Buddy Groom is ready yet. 113 pitches for Bedard.
Well, they've switched out there. I think they've got a right-hander throwing now, and also Groom, so they may be waiting on that right-hander.
Millar with a home run, now 6 on the year. Half of Kevin Millar's home runs have come against the Baltimore Orioles. A strike over the inside corner, and the count is 1-2.
I'll tell you what, Don, you think back as we look at Todd Williams, who just joined the Orioles today, the right-hander, and Buddy Groom, the left-hander. Think back of the left-handers that we've seen pitch this year. I don't recall one throwing inside as much as Bedard has tonight.
No, I agree.
Very impressive for a young pitcher.
He strikes out Bill Miller. 8th strikeout for Bedard. The Red Sox get a run back. 6-4 Baltimore.
We can't reverse the current.
Hey, Smokey, for an old guy, you still got it. You're the man, Smokey. You're the man. Please join the Bangor Lumberjacks and the Maine Forest Rangers in celebrating Smokey's 60th birthday. And please do your part to prevent wildfires in Maine.
MLB Extra Innings is like having my own personal MLB control room.
Through the power of digital cable, you can catch the exciting pennant races with the MLB Extra Innings package on Sports in Demand.
Wherever the action is, I'm there.
Call now and get the lowest price of the season, just $119.
I can channel surf around the league to track my fantasy players.
MLB Extra Innings on Sports in Demand. To order, call now. Get your game on with MLB Extra Innings on digital cable.
Smells like fresh paint, and it won't be long before Downey's Toyota's new expanded showroom is ready. We're Maine's #1 Toyota dealer, and we're making room for more Toyotas. You can't beat that new car smell, but we can beat any advertised deal in Maine. Come take a test drive and get that Toyota feeling. Catch the excitement and the smell of sawdust as our showroom expansion nears completion. Call 1-800-TOYOTAS or visit us across from Super Walmart and Brewer. Downey's Toyota. Check anywhere you wish first, but sniff us out loud.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Eric Freed, back at Fenway Park. Our producer is Russ Ken, director Mike Narachi, and our associate producer is Greg Petranzio, Julie Trediak helping us in the booth. Dunkin' Donuts is pleased to welcome those in the Dunkin' Dugout tonight. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 5th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Over 7,000 children have had the opportunity to catch a Boston Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And I'd like to thank the people from Dunkin' Donuts for dropping off our normal donuts and coffee, which tonight came in handy. Harry Bigby leading it off. The 1-0. No strike. Pedro Martinez up to 98 pitches. Had to throw 26 of them last inning. Most in any inning so far tonight. To center field, falling fast and in for a hit. Well, the Orioles bullpen was busy last inning. The Red Sox bullpen busy again. Malaska had been up earlier. He's up again, joined by Ramiro Mendoza.
Yeah, there's some pitches that Francona would like to stay away from in this ball game tonight. I can imagine Keith Folk would be one of those who picked up the save yesterday. Paskanik also worked yesterday. Embry worked yesterday. Timlin worked yesterday. So, you know, we kind of highlighted this earlier that with the combination of games they've had, the day-night doubleheader coming up tomorrow, this bullpen needs a little bit of a blow right now.
Well, I asked Terry Francona before the game about Folk, figuring that with the amount of work that he gets, through 41 pitches the night before last in Seattle, then working yesterday, getting out of the jam. And he said, well, he's one of those things where Folk checks with him every day, and if he feels fine, he'll use him again. And that means you could use him 3, 4, 5 days in a row if need be. It's just a throw every day, see how he feels type thing before the game, and know what his availability is.
Bigby with 6 steals. Matos was scurrying to bunt for that first strike.
Ends up at 1-1 to Luis Matos.
Orioles in about in the middle of the pack as far as sacrifice bunts go in the American League. Red Sox last in that category.
Anybody remotely close to the Red Sox? 1-1 is bunted at. Pedro Martinez off the mound and throw to first.
Well, I'm going to take a guess without looking at it. I'd say Oakland.
Yeah.
Now I'll take a look.
See if we're how about Toronto? There's another team.
Let's see. Texas doesn't bunt much. I'm looking at the wrong list. Oakland. Oakland is 13th, Red Sox 14th, and Texas 12th. Toronto's actually bunted a little more than they normally do this year because they've had all those injuries too. Right. Vernon Wells, Delgado out for a long time.
A runner in scoring position for the Orioles here as Matos moving him along now to second base off the bat of Roberts. We'll move Bigby on to third with the ground ball to the right side. 2 down in the inning. A completely different look for the Red Sox up the middle with Bellhorn at shortstop and Bill Miller at second base. And so far tonight, they have not missed a beat. Bigby at third with 2 down. David Newham had 2 hits in the game tonight.
Well, you'd have to say the biggest adjustment, obviously, for Bellhorn going to shortstop. The longer throw. He's been playing second base, so very little third base. So he's got that long throw now at shortstop. And Miller switching to the other side of the infield, which is always an adjustment because Bill's done that in the past.
Strike in there to Newhan. Down 0-2. This when Hillenbrand was here to begin last year, we saw more of Bill Miller at second base. Begin the year along with Todd Walker. The 0-2. That stuff up and in. Larry Bigby at third, 2 down. Pedro trying to preserve the 2-run deficit. To center field, hit well. Johnny Damon heading back to the wall, can't get it. Off the wall and off him, the run scores in Bigby, and heading for third base is David Newhan. He's going to try and come all the way around. The throw to the plate is not in time. He circles the bases coming all the way around. And the Baltimore Orioles now lead it 8-4 on an inside the park home run.
You had 4 guys lined up out there: Damon, Ramirez, Miller, and Bellhorn. And still, Newhan able to come around and score. Now here's Damon going back to try to make a desperation catch. He can't do that. The ball bounces away. Now here comes the first throw that Manny cuts off. And then Manny throws to Bellhorn. That's one of the strangest relays I think you'll ever see.
None of them were very good throws of the 3 either.
I mean, Manny became the first cutoff man on that, which is something you never see.
So an inside the park home run, a 2-run inside the park home run for David Newhan. And an 8-4 Orioles lead.
This is one of the strangest plays you'll ever see. The ball bounces off the wall. Now chased down by Damon. He hits Manny as a cutoff man. I don't think he was throwing at Manny. I think Manny just dove for it.
Up the middle and out of the reach of Bill Miller, diving on the outfield grass. Melvin Moore is on with his second hit of the night.
You know, looking back at that, Don, you know, I think Damon's intention was to throw it to one of the middle infielders, but Manny saw it coming. He dives and cuts it off. And it looks like that's going to be it for Pedro. This one more look at Manny making that catch on the relay, and then he relays it to Bellhorn, and by the time they get it to Veritek, Newhan's all the way around with an inside the park home run.
Terry Francona at the mound. He'll take the baseball after 111 pitches tonight for Pedro Martinez, who so far has been touched for 8 runs. The Orioles on top now 8-4.
Hey, Mr. Opportunity here. Listen up, folks. Now that is a beautiful Accord LX, and Honda is having a clearance. We're talking serious deals here, people. Honda plus clearance. Come on, you do the math. Seems like a no-brainer to me, but I'm just two-dimensional. The 2004 Honda clearance. Hey, you snooze, you're gonna lose. Now you can lease an Accord LX for $199 a month for 36 months. And where else? Say it with me, your Honda dealer. I'm Mr. Opportunity, and I'm knocking.
Applebee's new car side to go is here.
Well, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, little darling.
With car side to go, you can make dinner just by making a call.
Let's go again once more.
Plus, we'll deliver the food straight from our kitchen to your car.
Oh, pretty baby, I love you so.
So try Applebee's new car side to go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's food fast.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Let's go.
There are plenty of reasons to choose Dodge Grand Caravan over Toyota Sienna and Honda Odyssey. Caravan has stow and go. They don't. Caravan offers a convenient overhead storage system and 12 cubic feet of in-floor storage. They don't. And if you grab a new Caravan right now during the summer sales drive, you'll get an extra $1,000 bonus, bringing your total cash allowance to $2,000, which makes Caravan cost thousands less than those other guys. That means Dodge has your next minivan, and Honda and Toyota don't.
Back at Fenway Park, and boy, that was something you don't see every day, Jerry.
No, and for some reason, Manny, for a small period of time, thought he was a infielder, a shortstop, trying to cut this ball off. Damon, as I said, just came up and firing. You know, he's looking to throw to one of those middle infielders who's out in the cutoff, and Manny dives to make the catch. I've never seen that, Don. And then by the time they get it back in, it's the inside park home run, and you have to give him a home run.
Right.
There was no error involved anywhere.
Too many passes in the middle.
I must admit, in spring training, that's not the way you work on the cutoffs and relays.
What circumstance would the left fielder be part of that? Miguel Tejada facing the new pitcher, Ramiro Mendoza.
Fourth appearance for Mendoza on the season. Only 3 1/3 innings, a couple of hits, 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .200. Last time Mendoza worked Saturday against the Angels, inning in the 3rd in that game.
We're held on at first by Millar. 2 runs in for the Orioles here in the top half of the 7th inning. Pedro Martinez still responsible for Mora at first. Swing and a miss. Nice job by Ramiro Mendoza. Strikes out Tejada to end the 7th. 2 more runs for the Orioles. Now lead at 8-4 as we hit.
The 7-passenger, electronic 4-wheel drive Acura MDX. Power and safety, living in perfect harmony.
Applebee's new car side to go is here.
Well, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, little darling.
With car side to go, you can make dinner just by making a call.
Let's go again once more.
Plus, we'll deliver the food straight from our kitchen to your car.
Oh, pretty baby, I love you so.
So try Applebee's new car side to go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's food fast.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Let's go.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford Authorized Clearance. Now get up to $5,000 total cash back on the Built Ford Tough Super Duty, or 0% financing plus $1,000 upfit reimbursement for qualified commercial customers, plus $1,000 Ford credit clearance cash. Ford Super Duty is the one with the most pulling power and torque in its class. Now it's the one with up to $5,000 total cash back. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance, only at your New England Ford dealer.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
Back at Fenway, ready for the bottom of the 7th inning. Orioles on top 8-4, and they bring in B.J. Ryan.
B.J. Ryan with a very good season out of that bullpen. 68 strikeouts in 50 innings. Opponents only hitting 186 off the hard-throwing left-hander.
Kapler trying to bunt his way on. Ryan there to make the play and throw on to first to retire Kapler.
Early in the game, Kevin Millar making a force out at second base. It was Miguel Tejada who was the runner, and a lot of times as a runner, you try to block out that shortstop and get hit in the back, but he doesn't know where Bellon's going because of the shift. So he goes directly to the bag, and a nice easy path for Millar to make that throw. That's the one they almost turned a double play on. A nice play by the Red Sox infield. That, of course, the tracker that we use to track Tejada on his way to second base.
Kapler retired, and here's Johnny Damon, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Walked back in the 1st inning. Derek Bedard leaving tonight after 6 innings. He's the pitcher of record right now on the winning side. If the Orioles can hold on top 8-4. Bedard pitched 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, and struck out 8.
Don, that's the first time that I have seen him pitch, and you know, we talked about it during the game and between innings. I'm very impressed with him because there's a left-hander, and you don't see many of them. He's not afraid to pitch inside, and he consistently worked inside tonight against Red Sox hitters.
Very effective tonight, especially against Ortiz and Ramirez. We virtually shut down here tonight. B.J. Ryan shutting some people down right now. Damon retired, and there's 2 down.
B.J. Ryan throws hard. He's nasty on left-handed hitters. Fastball just about let a high, up over 90 miles an hour for the strikeout.
B.J. Ryan, 28 years of age, standing at 6'6", 249 pounds. From Louisiana, was acquired by the Orioles in a trade that involved Juan Guzman back in 1999. B.J. Ryan has been with the Orioles since 1999. Last year got 76 games for the Orioles out of the pen, 4-1.
Well, the Orioles continue to be a thorn in the side of Pedro Martinez.
Elhorn strikes out. Pretty impressive inning of relief for B.J. Ryan. We've played 7 innings. It's 8-4 Baltimore.
This ought to top up your afternoon nicely.
Fireside Nissan on Route 1 North Attleboro announces its summer vacation sales event. Fireside has the largest inventory in southeastern Mass, including 2004 Titan 4-Wheeler Magazine's Truck of the Year. And with 0.9 financing and rebates up to $3,250, you won't want to miss out. Fireside, southeastern New England's largest parts and service dealer, is out to be #1 in sales and will do what it takes to earn your business. See for yourself why there is no better deal than a Fireside deal. Fireside Nissan, your peace of mind dealer.
Quality items, great prices, and convenient locations. Extra Mart has all your bases covered. Stop by for a cup of our very own Brew Boy coffee or a double-sized Deli Joe sandwich. Heading for home or running on empty, Extra Mart introduces Extra Fuels, our own premium quality gasoline.
All this month at Extra Mart, Pringles are specially priced at just 2 for $3. Pringles, once you pop, you just can't stop.
Priced right and ready to go, Extra Mart is always a home run.
We can't give you wings like Red Bull. We can't get rid of your counting sheep problem like Serta. And we can't give you great pizza like Papa Gino's. But here at the car store, we can give you dependable pre-owned vehicles. Oil changes, repairs, or just a question. You name it, we've got it. Utility vehicles, luxury cars, the works. So come to the car store. Exit 25 off 95 on Smithfield Avenue in Pawtucket.
Ice plus mocha plus real espresso equals infinitely better mood.
Back at Fenway Park with the Orioles on top 8-4 as we head to the top half of the 8th inning. Ramiro Mendoza striking out Miguel Tejada to end the 7th inning, and Mendoza back out there for the 8th. The line on Pedro tonight, 6 2/3. He gave up 9 hits, 8 runs, walked 1, and struck out 7. Started off very well, retiring the first 10 Baltimore Orioles that he faced tonight, and 6 of the first 10 striking out. The Orioles got to him for 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th, and 2 more in the 7th inning.
Red Sox with the shift on Palmeiro. Bill Miller out in short right field.
(3-1). Slap foul off the left side. A full count now for Palmeiro. So a cued foul off the end of the bat, and Romero staying alive. Ramiro Mendoza in there tonight for the Red Sox. He was up. Mark Malaska was up. Red Sox certainly having to delve into their bullpen a lot lately in those last 2 games in Seattle. And they'll have to, of course, in preparation for the day-night doubleheader here tomorrow.
Undetermined to be announced for game 1 tomorrow. Tim Wakefield game 2, the night game here at Fenway. Rodrigo Lopez, one of the pitchers for the Baltimore Orioles.
Look out. That one right by Mendoza's ear and into center field. Rafael Palmeiro aboard to begin things here in the 8th. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Acura, by Coors Light, and by Volvo, the official vehicle of the Boston Red Sox. Javi Lopez, a big swing and a miss. Lopez with a sacrifice fly his last time up. Bring in the 6th Orioles run of the night. $35,023 on hand here tonight. Another sellout for the Red Sox in their opener of this 3-game series against the Orioles. Chop to third slowly. Youkilis had to wait for it, and the throw is not in time. Decided not to charge it, and Javi Lopez, who gets down the line pretty well, especially for a catcher, stands at first base.
That ball just took forever to get to Kevin Youkilis. I mean, he had not much of a choice but to stay back on it. He tried to charge, but he knows he's not going to get it on the big hop, so he stays back, and then Lopez, hustling all the way, will just beat it at first base.
Here comes Terry Francona, and he's going to go to the bullpen. So the Red Sox will employ their 3rd pitcher of the night. First 2 reach here in the 8th for the Orioles. Baltimore on top 8-4.
This is the one sales event you've been waiting for, the Ford authorized clearance. Now get up to $5,745 total cash back, including a no-charge 5.4-liter V8 engine and trailer tow package on Ford F-150 Super Cab and Super Crew models. That's right, $5,745 total cash back, plus a trailer tow package at no extra charge. F-150 is the one that's earned the right to be the 2004 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. It's the Ford authorized clearance, only at your New England Ford dealer.
I'm an electrician, a carpenter, a toilet handle jiggler. I'm a homeowner. I put a lot of hard work into it. Now I want my home to work for me. So I'm calling 1-800-CHAMPION for a home equity loan. Champion Mortgage still has incredibly low rates. They'll work with you one-on-one to find the perfect loan. I'll make home improvements, pay off credit cards, hire a professional plumber.
Whatever your financial situation, call 1-800-CHAMPION for a free consultation. Get started in just 10 minutes. Champion says yes.
Take your luxury accommodations with you. See your Boston area Lexus dealer.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by Nissan, by Pepsi, by New England Toyota dealers, by Miller Beer, and by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Almost looks like an eclipse. The Orioles on top 8-4. They're in the top half of the 8th inning. A pitching change for the Red Sox. Mark Malaska comes in.
3rd time up with the Red Sox this season. He's made 16 relief appearances, and you see the numbers in 15 2/3. Opponents have a .297 batting average. 10 walks and 9 strikeouts. 21 games at Pawtucket for Malaska.
Mendoza lasts just a 1/3 of an inning Gives up 2 hits, responsible for the 2 men that are on. No walks and a strikeout. And Kareem Garcia standing in with Almiro at second base, Lopez at first, nobody out. We're in the top half of the 8th inning. And fouled off Faracek, and it's 1-1. Away, and it's 2-1. Alaska coming up from Pawtucket. And Youkilis coming up from Pawtucket, joining the Red Sox here before the ball game. And there'll be more moves tomorrow as the Red Sox try to jockey to fix their rotation. There'll be a new pitcher here tomorrow for one of the games. Swing and a miss. We'll see out after that. Some think that with the way that the Pawtucket rotation is set up, that we may see Frank Castillo, who would be lined up for that start. As far as time goes, if you're looking to AAA, that's not necessarily the answer. However, they do have other options. And one of those other options, except for all the work they've gotten lately, might have been that bullpen before. They kind of have a bullpen type day, but not likely now with all the work that bullpen's got over the weekend in Seattle.
No, I don't. Definitely not a good idea there, because you're right. They've worked so hard, and then even doing that, you know, kind of throws them out of whack for a while. Well, better to call up a guy that's had some experience starting at the minor league level, give him a crack, and if you need the bullpen in their normal positions, and go from there.
Strike 3 call. Another strikeout tonight for Kareem Garcia. Second time that he's down by way of the K. First out of the inning as Alaska gets it.
Now, most of the time, Kareem Garcia faces right-handed pitching. This time against the lefty, you see him backing off the breaking ball there, and the curveball picks up the inside corner.
There's Larry Bigby, 1 for 3. Bigby with a single his last time up. Well, an inside the park home run tonight for the Baltimore Orioles. And for David Newhan in the 7th inning, the first time the Orioles have had an inside the park home run since 1990. June 8th of 1990, when outfielder Phil Bradley did it in Memorial Stadium. They've not had one since they moved into Camden Yards. Victimized the Yankees' Greg Cadaret. Inside the park home run at Memorial Stadium. Off the left side, backing out of play. And it's 1-2.
Well, Red Sox fans, we want to hear from you. Log on to RedSox.com to tell us what you think of the broadcast tonight. Look for this graphic and let your thoughts be heard.
Grounded left side to third. Youkilis to second for 1. Bit of a bobble there, but it didn't really matter. I don't think they were going to get Digby anyway down the line at first. They do, however, erase Javi Lopez at second base, and there's 2 down.
Now, Youkilis did his best to get it to Phil Miller quickly to give him a chance to turn it over, but you're right, Don. It looked like he didn't quite get it out of his glove right away. And, of course, with Bigby's speed, he's going to beat that out. Nice big high bounce to Youkilis. A quick release there to Miller, but it looked like it caught up a little bit in the webbing of his glove.
So 2 down, runners at the corners. And here comes Luis Matos, the number 9 hitter. And a sacrifice bunt last time up to move the runners along, and both those runners scored as it turned out.
That ball hit him, or is that just still a limp from when he whacked himself on the scoreboard earlier?
Tough to tell. Let's take another look. That didn't look like it hit him, did it?
Hard to tell if it got a piece of him or went through his legs. But remember, early in the game when he ran up against that scoreboard, came down limping from that.
last Oriole to hit an inside the park home run here at Fenway Park as we go down the Orioles milestones. Paul Blair did it September 3rd of 1973 here at Fenway Park. Swing and a miss. Luis Matos.
I mean, he's still limping. I thought you mentioned no inside the parks at Camden Yards, and when you think about that ballpark, it doesn't really play toward inside the park home runs. You know, it's got the short fences out there in left field. Not a lot of crazy angles out in that ballpark.
Were there more Memorial Stadium? Did that have a bigger?
You had a better chance there, yeah, because I think the gaps were a little bit deeper than what they are in Baltimore. I should say at Camden Yards.
Two outs here in the top half of the 8th inning. The Red Sox down 8-4. Velasquez recorded 2 outs since coming in. Now fires to first to check on Larry Bigby. Velasquez 2-2. And a full count now. Ramiro Mendoza responsible for Rafael Palmeiro, who stands at third base. Palmeiro working a third of an inning, giving up 2 hits. He struck out a batter. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And it's fouled down the right field line, back and out of play. Well, Pedro Martinez, who has not lost in 10 starts, on the hook for this one after leaving after 6 2/3 innings tonight, giving up the 8 runs that the Orioles have here tonight. Baltimore on top 8-4. Ball 4, and Alaska walks Luis Matos to load the bases with 2 outs in the inning.
You know, it just seemed like in Pedro's performance tonight, every time he didn't quite hit his spot, the Orioles jumped all over it. That's that one-line drive early in the game that Tejada drove in a couple of runs. That's one that was a little bit of a misplay out there by Johnny Damon. Looks like he had trouble picking the ball up. 2 runs came in on that. But the Orioles battle him tough every single time.
Brian Roberts at top of the order, batting with the bases loaded. The Orioles tonight have done very well with their opportunities. They've only left 2 men on base. They've scored 8 runs tonight. They have the bases loaded now with 2 down. Jimmy Anderson up in the Red Sox bullpen. Alaska wanted that one, and it's a ball. 2-1.
By Velasquez's reaction, he thought he picked up the outside corner.
Not close that time. Pedro went 6 2/3. Mendoza went a third of an inning. Velasquez gone 2/3 of an inning. Romero at third, Bigby at second, and Matos around at first. And this one fouled off. A full count now. The runners will be in motion. Velasquez thrown 22 pitches since coming into the game. The 3-2 grounded right back to him, and Alaska flips underhanded for the final out. It's out of the jam as the Orioles leave them loaded. We head to the last of the 8th, 8-4 Baltimore.
Flying to the Washington area for business?
If these 23 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Baltimore, Washington International, maybe this will. You can fly to BWI for just $49 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Did you know Ford Escape comes jam-packed for just $249 a month? This is a limited allocation of specially equipped and specially priced 2005 XLT Escapes with a powerful and economical V6 engine, a four-wheel drive automatic, power moonroof, AC, and keyless entry. This specially equipped Escape comes with a safety canopy system, all for just $249 a month. Just $249 a month for a well-equipped Escape with a safety canopy system. Only at your New England Ford dealer.
Money on your mind? At Sovereign, we're here with red carpet service. Guaranteed.
The newly designed Nissan Altima. Engaging. A shift in style. From fit to finish. It's forward thinking. Introducing the beautifully redesigned 2005 Nissan Altima. Now with 1,000 cash back for a limited time. 1,000 cash back. Enlightening. See your Nissan dealer now.
Back at Fenway Park, 8-4, the Orioles on top. Let's take a look at what's on tap for the Red Sox, brought to you by Heineken. The day-night doubleheader tomorrow here at Fenway Park. A 1 p.m. start time and a 7 p.m. start time. All the action right here on NESN. CBS 4 has the first game of the Yankees series in Boston. NESN outside of Boston. Fox National on Saturday. And ESPN Sunday night game of the week. As David Ortiz swings and misses. David 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Orioles pitching has handled both David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez tonight. Together, they're 0 for 5. Ortiz did walk in the third inning. But down 0-2 against a tough lefty in B.J. Ryan.
Red Sox returning to Fenway Park, where they've hit well all season long, held to 5 hits in this game by Oriole pitching.
On the ground towards Brian Roberts. Goes to first, and Ortiz is out by a lot for the first out of the inning.
Lee Mazzilli coming out of the dugout, and it looks like he's going to go to a right-hander with Ramirez due up.
So B.J. Ryan retiring all 4 Red Sox that he faced. He will leave, and new pitcher coming on for the Orioles. Pitching change from Fenway, 8-4 Baltimore.
Will I give you free interest or free delivery or free anything?
No, no, no.
And theirs isn't free either. It's built into the price.
Can they give you a sectional covered in wear-resistant microfiber in colors galore with 2 built-in recliners in a Chase Lounge for only $15.99?
No, no, no.
If you love leather, I'm about to make your day. The same sectional and genuine leather, only $19.99 at their stores?
No, no, no.
Want more adventure this summer? Get more. You'll find it at the Jeep Summer Sales Drive, where you'll get some really hot deals. Now, during the Summer Sales Drive, get a $1,000 bonus for up to $4,500 in combined cash allowance on select Jeep vehicles, including Grand Cherokee, Liberty, and Wrangler. Nothing is more fun than summer in a Jeep vehicle. And now's the time, and your Jeep dealer is the place to get yours. Want more? Get more. Hurry in during the Summer Sales Drive and get the best selection of Jeep vehicles.
Well, that's it, sir. I'm leaving.
All right, Wilson.
It's been great being here.
Thanks for everything. Sure. See you Monday?
Yeah, Monday. Some people really love their jobs. And by giving you career advice as well as great job listings, Boston Works can help you be one of them.
Back at Fenway, 8-4, the Orioles on top. B.J. Ryan retiring all 4 Red Sox that he faced. He turns things over to Jason Grimsley.
Jason Grimsley coming over from Kansas City. That was back on June 21st in exchange for Denny Batista, right-handed pitcher. Overall, 41 appearances on the season for Grimsley. Opponent's hitting .263.
Here's Manny with 1 out of the inning, facing Jason Grimsley. The base is empty. He's 0 for 3. Ramirez striking out twice tonight. Over from Kansas City, acquired on June 21st. Denny Batista. And a strike to Ramirez. And it's 0-2 quickly to Manning. 11 straight scoreless outings starting May 10th before he allowed 2 runs, taking a loss here against the Red Sox on June 6th. Signed with Kansas City before the 2001 season. Leads all American League relievers with 260 appearances. And his second with 76 holds behind Arthur Rhodes since 2001. And it's been pretty impressive in terms of his outings. He's pitched at least 70 games in each of the last 3 years. 1-2. Fouled at the plate, not held onto by Lopez.
Well, the other good thing for Grimsley, he got traded here, and he also signed a 1-year extension. Keeps him through 2005 in the Baltimore Oriole uniform.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Ramirez pops it up foul off of first base. Palmeiro with room. Makes the catch in front of the photographer as well. He had some more room to work with. I don't think he knew it, but he is able to make the catch. 2 down. Well, this game summary is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. The Red Sox with their first 3 runs coming in the 4th, a run in the 6th inning. The Red Sox trailing 8-4. And a tough night for the middle of the Red Sox order. David Ortiz without a hit. Manny Ramirez without a hit. And Jason Varitek was robbed of a hit by Miguel Tejada earlier in the ball game back in the 1st. Millar does have a home run tonight, as does Gabe Kapler. Kapler's 3-run shot, and Millar with a solo home run to straightaway center field. 6 in a row retired by Orioles pitching. Jason Varitek 0 for 3. He's popped to short and struck out twice tonight. Coming in at 41-50, 16.5 games back of the Yankees. This one chopped right side into short right goes Roberts with the throw, and a good play. Roberts to Palmeiro to retire. Varitek down in order to go the Red Sox. We're headed to the 9th. Orioles on top 8-4.
Scott Volkswagen announces its summer sales drive. How about a new 2004 Jetta GL for $13,955 or lease it for $170 a month? A new 2004 Passat for $1,880 or lease it for $229 a month. Scott Volkswagen has been selling and servicing Volkswagens for over 45 years. Our commitment to customers before and after the sale makes Scott the only smart choice. Also, be sure to see our other specials at rinewcarads.com. Visit Scott Volkswagen, Newport Ave, East Providence.
Order up. What's the matter, baby?
My girlfriend, Aisha, she left me.
Oh, that's skinny.
She took my appetite and my ability to love.
Baby, here, try your sandwich. With a Pepsi.
You got what I need. But you
So tell me what you think about my Isaac and player.
Oh, baby.
Sandwiches need Pepsi. It's the cola.
I'm out.
I guess I win.
Funny how a quality beer can turn a bad hand into a winner. Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
The newly designed Nissan Altima. Engaging. A shift in style. From fit to finish. It's forward thinking. Introducing the beautifully redesigned 2005 Nissan Altima. Now with 1,000 cash back for a limited time. 1,000 cash back. Enlightening. See your Nissan dealer now.
Well, back at Fenway, we go to the ninth, and it's an 8-4 Oriole lead. Stay tuned after the game for New England's Red Sox postgame shows. First is W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, then Granite City Electric Extra Innings Extra. After the last inning, the action is just beginning. Tom Caron and Bob Tewksbury in studio tonight.
Jimmy Anderson coming on, fourth, the Red Sox pitcher of the night.
Making his fifth appearance for the Red Sox. Last time he worked was Saturday. That was in the Angels series. An inning and 2/3 in that game. Gave up a couple of hits. No runs. Walked 2. Did not have a strikeout.
Here's David Newhan, who hit an inside the park home run back in the 7th inning. Three hits in the game tonight for Newhan, and now 11 for the Orioles.
Well, the way this game goes, you know, you think back to that play Tejada made back, was that in the first inning? Red Sox really actually caught a break on that second and third where Mora was late covering, and then Tejada comes up with a play like that to save 2 runs right out of the chute.
The left field, Ramirez back at the wall. This one carrying well up off the wall. And heading for second base is Newhan with his 4th hit of the night. First look, it didn't look like it was going to get back there, but it does off the wall.
Well, he's had quite a night, including this inside the park home run. The breaking ball from Pedro bounces over the head of Johnny Damon. Now the strange relay. And from that point on, it's inside the park time for Newhan.
So Newhan, who was found really by the Orioles after being released, has really had a new life here with Baltimore and has another great night here tonight.
And released from AAA, right?
Yeah. Chance to play and making the most of it now with the Orioles. Melvin Mora, the hitter. Mora's been on base 3 times tonight. 2 hits, 2 for 3 with a walk. He scored 2 runs. Newhan had been playing with AAA Oklahoma City in the Texas Rangers organization. And finding a new home here with the Orioles. This is grounded foul outside of third. 2-1 now to Melvin Mora. Third career 4-hit game for David Newhan tonight, who stands at second base with nobody out. The Yankees tonight have a 10-3 lead over the Toronto Blue Jays at last check in the 8th inning. To left center field and in for a hit for Melvin Mora. Newhan coming around to score the 9th Baltimore run. Damon runs it down. It's an RBI double for Melvin Mora. And the Orioles go on top 9-4.
A lot of big nights. Newhan, Mora now with 3 hits. Tejada's had a big night. The top of this order has really done a lot of damage against the Red Sox. Melvin Mora, second in the league in hitting, now 3 for 4 in this game tonight. Trying to make a push at Ivan Rodriguez. His average now at 349. Pudge Rodriguez started today at 358.
Now Miguel Tejada. A couple hits tonight for Tejada. Triple and a single. He's driven in 4 runs. A 1-0. Wrap foul outside of third. And another ball not cleanly handled down there tonight.
You know what he reminds me of?
Who's that?
Clay Aiken, the guy that sang on American Idol a couple years ago.
Yeah. Clay Aiken with a hat.
Oh, smiling.
Very happy despite the tough night. Back-to-back doubles for the Orioles to begin the 9th inning. Newhand, then Melvin Mora, and a run in for the Orioles on top 9-4. 2-1-2 Tejada. To left and hit well. Manny looking up. That's going to grab the wall. Melvin Mora coming around to score the 10th Baltimore run, and Tejada working his way back to the bag at first. After a wide turn, a double, his 3rd hit of the night and his 5th RBI. The Orioles go on top 10-4.
Now Tejada now with 84 RBI in the season puts him only 2 behind David Ortiz.
Dave Wallace out to talk to Jimmy Anderson, who's given him 3 consecutive hits since coming into the game here in the 9th. So Tejada at first, 2 runs in here in the 9th, still nobody out. Here's Rafael Palmeiro. There's 13 home runs so far this season.
Yeah, this is something you haven't seen very often at Fenway this year. The fans leaving this early. Top of the 9th inning. A lot of the folks heading for the exits.
There's a large 35,023 crowd on hand tonight, a sellout at Fenway Park. The left side backing out of play. Rafael Palmeiro with 528 home runs coming into the season. And 13 so far this year in Baltimore, returning to the Orioles after spending the last 5 seasons in Texas with the Rangers. So bouncing away from Jason Varitek briefly. No advance for Tejada at first. Palmeiro spending a significant amount of time in Texas. The first time was there, 5 years the first time. He was in Baltimore for 5 years, returned to Texas for 5 years, and is now back to Baltimore again. Came up through the Chicago Cubs system, a first-round pick of the Cubs. For the 2nd overall back in 1985. Hit hard to the shortstop, or actually the 3rd baseman on to 2nd with the shift on, and to 1st for the double play. There's Youkilis at the shortstop spot, who starts the double play with the shift on, and there's 2 down.
That's something you don't see very often, the 5-6-3 double play. Shift on. Bellhorn, who's the shortstop on the 2nd base side, becomes the pivot man on this double play. And the Red Sox turn that over fairly easy and get a couple of outs.
Now Javi Lopez. The Orioles catcher reaching on an infield hit his last time up. Pedro Martinez tonight over 6 2/3, gave up 9 hits and 8 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 7. And Pedro on the hook. 10-3 coming into tonight's action. Jimmy Anderson, the 4th Red Sox pitcher tonight. We've seen Martinez, Mendoza, Malaska. Now Anderson in the 9th. To right, and a base hit for Javi Lopez. The 4th hit of the inning off Jimmy Anderson.
Nobody up in the Red Sox bullpen. This is Jimmy Anderson's to try to get the final out.
Kareem Garcia 0 for 4 tonight. He struck out, popped out, grounded out, struck out again. Garcia fouling it off 1-1. Red Sox and Orioles playing the second game of this 3-game series tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Red Sox will be announcing their pitcher. The Orioles already know that they will send Rodrigo Lopez to the mound. 7-6 with a 3.76 earned run average. A strike to Garcia, and it's 1-2. To right field, Kapler on the move will move over to make the catch to end the inning. The Orioles come up with 2 runs on 4 hits in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles on top 10-4.
The weather was so much better yesterday.
A bad day in Florida beats a good day almost anywhere else. Just go to Southwest.com for Southwest Airlines $49 internet specials from the northeast of Florida. Purchased by August 5th.
You're now free to move about the country.
Who do you call when you need a car? 508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham.
At Lincoln Mercury of Raynham, buy a brand new Grand Marquis for only $17,899. Or lease a new Mountaineer or Monterey for only $199 a month.
Call 508-880-0000. Lincoln Mercury of Raynham. 508-880-0000.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, fingers snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
For the largest selection of gas and diesel motorhomes in New England, it's USRV.
Celebrate America with a USRV. This 2005 Fleetwood Fiesta 26-foot motorhome or 26-foot Tioga, your choice. Only $491 monthly, no money down. Or this 2005 Airstream 19-foot Bambi, only $269 monthly, no money down.
Quality, quality, and price. It's USRV. My name is Marty, and we make better deals.
Bottom half of the 9th inning back at Fenway. The Red Sox down by 6 runs. The Orioles on top 10-4. And a new Orioles pitcher, Todd Williams.
Just called up today from AAA Ottawa. They sent Tim Raines back to AAA. Williams was with Texas earlier in the season, picked up by the Orioles in mid-June. He's been in the big leagues with the Dodgers, the Reds, the Mariners, and most recently the Yankees back in 2001.
He'll face Kevin Youkilis, who undoubtedly has faced Williams before. The Paw Sox and Ottawa Lynx are in the same division, face each other a lot. And Youkilis facing Todd Williams just up from Ottawa. Youkilis just up from Pawtucket. A strike to make it 1-1. Youkilis 0 for 3 tonight. He's popped out to second. He's lined out to left and lined out to the third baseman. Well, the Red Sox coming into tonight's action 30-15 at home, owning the 4th best home record in baseball behind only the Yankees, the Rangers, and the Athletics. And a tough night here tonight in the first game of the homestand against the Orioles. Back at first and fading foul toward Canvas Alley. A count of 1-2 to Youkilis. The Red Sox winners of 6 of their last 7 here at Fenway Park. One ball, 2 strikes to Youkilis. Into right field, a base hit. Leadoff single to begin things in the bottom of the 9th.
First hit for the Red Sox since back in the 6th inning when Millar had the home run to give the Red Sox their 4th run.
The Orioles pitching had retired 7 in a row. Here Todd Williams giving up the base hit to Kevin Youkilis. Here's Kevin Millar. He's been on base 3 times tonight, walked in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 4th, and then hit a solo home run in the 6th inning to straightaway center field. Jolts this into left field. A rude welcoming so far for Todd Williams coming in for the Orioles. Back-to-back base hits for the Red Sox to begin things in the bottom of the 9th.
Now Kevin Millar, who had been 2 for 22 coming into the game, a perfect 3 for 3 night. Single home run, now single here in the 9th inning, and one more call to the bullpen. Elrod Hendricks receiving that long distance call.
Ray Miller, the pitching coach, headed to the mound. Jorge Julio appears to be up in the bullpen. It is Julio. He had been up a little bit earlier. He's back up again. A single for Youkilis, a single for Millar, and the Red Sox have the first 2 on at the bottom of the 9th inning. The Red Sox trailing by 6 runs to begin the bottom of the 9th. Bill Miller 1 for 3 tonight. A single back in the 4th inning. Ball 1 to Miller. Todd Williams just called up by the Orioles, activated before the ball game. The Orioles sending Tim Raines Jr. back to Ottawa. To left field, Larry Bigby headed back onto the warning track to make the catch just in front of the wall. And Youkilis back to second, Millar back to first, Miller the first out in the bottom of the 9th inning.
That's the kind of things that drive managers crazy. You know, when you got yourself a comfortable lead, it looks like you won't have to use your main guy out of the bullpen. But yet, because of a couple of hits, they've got to get Julio up. Julio, of course, their closer.
Pinch hitter for Gabe Kapler, Chuck Nixon being introduced. Nixon at .253, 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. Kapler tonight had been 1 for 3, hitting a 3-run home run in the 4th inning. Gabe's got his home run stroke back. Hitting his 3rd home run in the last week. Now has 4 on the year. One and one to Nixon. Kepler had a 3-run home run in the 4th inning, which at the time tied the score at 3. And then Baltimore came back with 3 more in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 in the top half of the 9th. Baltimore starter Eric Bedard, the pitcher of record right now for the Orioles. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs tonight, walked 3 and struck out 8, trying to get back to the 500 mark. The Orioles starter coming in at 3 and 4. Since then we've seen B.J. Ryan, Jason Grimsley, and now Todd Williams. One to Nixon. On the ground to first base. A nasty hop up over Palmeiro. Yucolo's being waved around. He'll score. To third goes Millar on the RBI pinch hit single for Trot Nixon. The Red Sox get their 5th run. It's now 10-5.
Now Palmeiro's lucky that didn't take his head off. Ground ball, bad bounce right up over the head of Rafael Palmeiro. He had no chance at that. He's got it lined up. All of a sudden, then bang, there's that bad hop. And now Mazzilli's going to have to go to his closer.
So Todd Williams not getting the job done, just called up from Ottawa in the bottom of the 9th inning. A pitching change, and Julio will be headed on with the Orioles on top 10-5.
Hey, Mr. Opportunity here. Listen up, folks. Now that is a beautiful Accord LX, and Honda is having a clearance. We're talking serious deals here, people. Honda plus clearance. Come on, you do the math. Seems like a no-brainer to me, but I'm just two-dimensional. The 2004 Honda clearance. Hey, you snooze, you're gonna lose. Now you can lease an Accord LX for $199 a month for 36 months. And where else? Say it with me, your Honda dealer. I'm Mr. Opportunity, and I'm knocking.
Applebee's new Carside to Go is here.
Well, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, little darling.
With Carside to Go, you can make dinner just by making a call.
Let's go again once more.
Plus, we'll deliver the food straight from our kitchen to your car.
Oh, pretty baby, I love you so.
So try Applebee's new Carside to Go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's Food Fast.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Let's go.
There are plenty of reasons to choose Dodge Grand Caravan over Toyota Sienna and Honda Odyssey. Caravan has stow and go. They don't. Caravan offers a convenient overhead storage system and 12 cubic feet of in-floor storage. They don't. And if you grab a new Caravan right now during the summer sales drive, you'll get an extra $1,000 bonus, bringing your total cash allowance to $2,000. Which makes Caravan cost thousands less than those other guys. That means Dodge has your next minivan, and Honda and Toyota don't.
Back at Fenway, a pitching change with the Orioles on top 10-5. The Red Sox already with a run in here in the bottom of the 9th, and the closer in for Baltimore, Jorge Julio.
35 appearances now for Julio in 38 in the 3rd innings. He's given up 37 hits and 23 walks. A lot of base runners. He's also struck out 33. Opponents hitting .250. He's got 14 saves on the season.
Kevin Millar at third base. Trot Nixon at first. A run in. Thanks to the pinch hit RBI single for Nixon. One down in the inning. Johnny Damon looking for his first hit of the night. 0 for 3 with a walk. And the strike to Damon. Red Sox trying to keep the rally going here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
96 on that last fastball from Julio.
On the ground to shortstop. Tejada touches second and fires on to first, and that's the ball game. So the double play to end it. Julio takes care of the Red Sox in short work. A tough night tonight for Pedro Martinez, who's touched for a total of 8 runs, as the Orioles hold on to win this one 10-5 and take the first game of the 3-game series.
The play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort and Casino, and it's the inside the park home run by Newhan. This coming back in the 7th inning. The strange bounce off the wall, the relay by Manny, the throw in by Manny, and by the time this is all done, Newhan has the inside the park home run.
Well, the Orioles out hitting the Red Sox 15-8 as Baltimore takes the first game of the series. On a 35,023, the Red Sox with the loss fall to 51-42. Bedard is the winner, 4-4. The loss goes to Pedro Martinez, who falls to 10-4. For Jerry Remy, Don Orsillo saying so long from Fenway Park. Again, the final 10-5 Baltimore. It's time now for WB Mason's Extra Innings with Tom Caron and Bob Tewksbury. Tom?
Don, thanks very much. 33 hits Red Sox pitching have given up now in the last 2 days. And this one hurts because you were home again. You had Pedro on the mound. This is a game you expected the Red Sox to win.
Oh, you really did. If you'd have thought coming into the game that Pedro would give up 15 hits, and this Pedro didn't, but the Orioles would have gotten 15 hits, you never would have thought that. Baltimore continues to give the Red Sox trouble, and again, they did it tonight.
And another high Red Sox strikeout total continues to hurt this team as well. We'll break it all down for you. WB Mason's Extra Innings coming up. The double play from Johnny Damon ends it. The Sox beat 10-5.